So, starting with the recap, last session, y'all had finished your escapades in the Cobalt Dungeon by meeting up with a new Cobalt friend who you had made called Shit, who you guys had befriended along the way. You ended up saving the prisoners that were deformed, that were failed automatons, which you learned were people of the town of Dravel. You then took those people and wanted to lead them out, but outside was a little too rough for them, so they decided to stay in the comfort of the dungeon while you finished clearing it out. You guys went down the other side of the dungeon that you'd not cleared out yet, dealt with some nasty kobolds who were waiting for you, and some cobalt strumpets that were ladies of the night, who, after the fierce battle, decided that they would heal. It was Graham, correct? Yeah, and Graham accepted it, and they gave their life force to Graham so he could continue on, and they died, healing Graham. All three of you then ventured into the study of the Necro Artificer, where he had been keeping a lot of notes, where he had been looking over books. You found it almost completely cleaned out. Looked like it had been in a hurry. And then Roswald, I told you I'd flip and remember it now that it's already been said. Roswald ended up stumbling through a painting that looked interesting to him and finding a secret room with portals to 3 different lands. Each land ended up somehow corresponding to each of you, which again, I want to say, I did not plan. Each of them had a label on it, and y'all happened to just pick the ones that were for you, which was hilarious. After seeing all that, you guys took a step back and were like, okay, the portals closed, they collapsed, they weren't very safe, and you decided to head on to the deepest part of the dungeon, meeting up with some big nasty kobolds. You decide to go diplomatically, offering them freedom and peace and their lives if they let you pass. They were too dumb to understand this. You involved your friend Shit, who was a little kobold who came in, tried to help you, and ended up saying fuck it and hit the big kobold over the head with a rock, starting combat. With combat started, you guys quickly finished them and then went into the final room of the dungeon, where you encountered this Necro Artificer you had been waiting to meet, who happened to not just be one person, but 3 different people. One each of you met and each of you knew. He revealed himself as the reason for why you guys are here, why you guys are in this place, and even claimed that he made each and every one of you the person that you are now. Fed up with that, you decided to take up arms, take him down. It looked like a challenging fight when he summoned his minions, but it looks like you didn't summon them quick enough, because you fucking crit him, did max damage, and effed his day up. Then revealing himself to be a automaton, full automaton, that was being controlled by this Necro Artificer, leaving you to wonder where he really is. Was he ever there to begin with, or was he just working with this as a proxy? When you finished all of the different prototype automatons, ended up shutting down, even the ones that hadn't worked yet, went all completely dull. There was no control switch, and you guys decided to claim your loot, finding all the loot that we sorted out between sessions and everything. And now you guys are in that room, in this bathhouse, sitting there with this revelation, and probably in Graham and Remus's mind, on the fact that the man didn't call him by his fake name, but called him by his real name, which is the first time you've heard it, Toman. You're lucky he didn't say your last name.
We'll know what the fuck.
Yeah,
We'll torture his ass.
It's okay. And I even put notes, I made sure to have that the Shogun specifically talked to him.
Yes.
Because that's what gave it away for me.
Yes.
It was the Shogun. And I was like, you're a liar.
His name was, let me look. guys finished that quest, so I fucking
Daniel
delete-
Surmesh.
Yes, Daniel Surmesh.
Daniel
Right.
Surmesh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. I have my little backstory up now, and that's why I highlighted stuff so I could turn around and look. I was like, no, I know exactly like that person outed him, and I was like, you're a liar to me. Like,
Yes. Daniel
like, I know
Surmesh,
now.
who both Remus and Tomon know from your
Yeah.
backstory, ended up speaking to Tomon, not to Remus, which ended up tipping you off. Yeah. So now you
because
guys
he said
are
he
in
was from
the-
Faldaria, right? And then
Yes, the Tomon's backstory before that he told y'all was he was a traveler from Faldaria. His name was Roswald. And he had that Eidolon, which even the Eidolon could be fake at this, but no, the Eidolon's real. You guys have seen it rip off cold ball
could
heads.
be.
I've been on a vision this whole time. I'm using magic spells.
You guys wake up in your beds and it was all a dream.
Oh, Jesus.
This is very plot
So you guys are good to go. I'll bring us over to the map in Tailspire in case y'all want to do anything there, but otherwise,
we haven't seen because I haven't put it down. We haven't seen the lion's sword yet, correct?
no, you
the
have not
Duke.
seen the lion's sword.
Okay.
Yes, that is important. You can't forget.
That's okay.
it's
I just
even-
wanted. Well, yeah, that's a good point because we haven't seen it so far, but I didn't know. I'm still kind of looking at the
He
campfire
it's
stuff.
quite
So
possibly took it with him. So
could be. Do we even know? Did we get to search all the room, or did we just get loot?
In
from...
this whole room, you guys searched for loot, is what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't have to
Okay.
say y'all just searched for loot, but essentially, when your characters finish role playing after this battle and search for loot, that is the loot you guys find.
Okay. Okay, hang on. All this stuff is still loading for me.
Yeah, you're fine.
you can
Again,
get
I
rid of
just brought you
Begin
guys
Ray.
here in case you wanted to roleplay. You don't have to like use your minis. Y'all can just talk to each other too, because like I don't think y'all are gonna
Right.
move around too much.
Well, and I don't know if Remus wants to do it here.
Whether he wants to or not, I'm gonna say something.
Well, yeah, you go for it.
I'm a curious little fucking rat.
Yeah.
By the way, you
Yeah.
get rid of
Kills
Begin Ray.
me.
Hey, Begin Ray.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, the little fox. Yeah, that fucking survived. I
Yup,
wanted him
he didn't
dead so
die.
bad.
He's gonna go back to his home plane and talk to all his friends.
I want you to know I rewatched the last the last like session because I haven't recorded, and I remember I showed Mac this where the moment where I'm like, fuck. Like,
Oh, yeah.
they
Yeah.
got it, and then I was like, you could see me thinking like I'm looking over my other monitor, and I'm like thinking like, okay, can I just give him resistance to the electric so that if he gets like some resistance, he's still alive, he'll last a little bit longer, he can summon more minions, it'd be a lot. And then the second Mac goes, well, he should be wet, right? Because he walked through the water,
he should
right?
be.
I go, fuck, and it's literally like I'm like, damn it,
Yeah.
he's right. There's no getting out of this. He's fucked. And then I wanted that damn baby fox dead so bad.
You did.
We are heroes.
He survived at 1 health. He almost fucking died.
I almost
He
just
was tired
smited
of
him as a DM. I was almost like, just fuck it, he dies. I'm pissed, he dies.
Lightning.
And I was like, no, just go with the
Lightning.
rolls, and he happened to roll really
Yeah.
good. Oh yeah, so you guys have just finished. You cut down the automaton, the full. This is not like a prototype. You can tell from like the study that you guys had done in the laboratory before. This was a fully realized creation of what this necro artificer wanted to do. And when he finished it, it was very formidable. You guys did fight tooth and nail to kind of kill it. When it fell, the rest of the prototypes, which were definitely prototypes, you can tell they're closer to him than they were to the humans you guys had seen before that were augmented. They're more robotic, more like clockwork soldiers sort of thing. They all shut down. The two that were in detonation mode detonated, they didn't move at all. And the other ones that are the other statues in here, you see they do not move, and they don't give off a faint glow like they used to. So, like metagame-wise, they're not going to come to life and try to kill y'all. Y'all are good. Unless.
Harvest them for
Well, now we break them just in case.
Yeah.
I mean, and by just in case, I mean we are freeing their spirits and doing a good deed, so we deserve a second hero point.
Y'all can all
shadowing.
start. You know what? Y'all can all start with a hero point, and then I will let the three of y'all decide one person gets an extra hero point for that fucking crazy shot to the bad guy last time.
I mean, that's fair.
Y'all wanna roll for it?
What do you do?
I could give it to the person who crit.
Yeah, just take it, Bob.
Okay, take it.
Liar.
I think that's,
Said
that's
the
fair.
liar.
Liar.
Okay.
What are you talking about? I've never lied before. I don't know the meaning.
Well. Hey.
As you like look over at me, I'll kind of like look at myself, realize like I'm in bucket boxboard, like oh, and I'm gonna like work back. All of a sudden,
It was like some X-Men shit with Misty, or whatever her name was.
Oh, Mystique. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mystique,
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Roswell like looks around. He's like, "Oh shit! Oh." His Eidolon, like Ginray, probably looks at you and like does a little like yip thing that you like understand is like, "I'm in fox form." You're like, "Oh shit!"
I have a feeling we're gonna have a conversation later. let's finish looking through. Yes.
Yes, I think that would be best. As I dust off my clothes now.
We'll just keep moving.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find the lion's sword. Tomon.
Oh yes, that's what we were here to do. It's been a while.
I'll kind of give you a glance and then just kind of shuffle away and go look for the sword.
So searching through, you guys get all the loot that I told you guys about.
Mm.
You do
Yeah.
not find the sword at all. The sword is nowhere to
It's
be
ridiculous.
seen here.
There's just no hint of it at all. Okay.
When you think really hard about it, you think back to the study room, and there was a weapon mount behind the desk that was empty when you guys went in. So you could gather maybe it was there, but it's gone now. Whatever. If the sword was here, it's gone. It either was taken by him, it was lost in battle, it was lost to a kobold. Like, you have no idea where the sword is.
So,
This very important sword.
So it's either in one of the two stops in Faerun, which I believe is what the city was called, right?
Faerun, what?
No, not Faerun. What was it?
Faerun is D&D's world.
Yes. Yeah, my bad.
What
was
city
the
you're talking about?
fucking, the one where the two portals led to that we discovered.
Oh, so two of the portals went to no, two of the portals did not go to the same place. They all went to different continents. You guys
Yes.
claimed they went to the same place.
Heavy quotation because liar over
Yeah.
there.
Okay,
so
okay. I was
kind
just
of
making sure.
Yeah,
Yes. So
that's
two
fine.
of them went to Faldaria, was the continent of Faldaria.
Faldaria, thank you. So one of the two locations in Faldaria, and then my hometown, which is a lovely place, frankly.
None of you believe the rat. the lion
Alright.
told you how horrible his place is.
Oh yeah.
yeah, just 1 second. I'm writing notes to catch up.
Gotcha,
I
gotcha.
bet you are.
I have a little bit of a migraine today, so I'm gonna be slow. I'm gonna hang in there, boys. I swear to God. So,
Oh
Um,
jeez.
yeah, it's very bad today.
No problem.
Well, perhaps in one of these places is the sword and that fellow.
That fellow.
Of which we all know very well, it seems.
Yeah. Wow. Never really knew him until now, because he just told me his name, but I don't like him either way. That's what you mean.
I didn't get the vibe that any of us liked him.
By fellow, you mean the
Yeah, the thing.
The guy that was allegiant, you know. someone that called me Tomorrow. By my fake name.
You know what?
Yeah.
Your fake name.
All right, well, we're gonna do this. Graham, let me see. What is your? I'm gonna do this for all of y'all.
Was good.
Okay.
Your occultism's pretty good. Damn. Okay.
Yes, it is.
+6 to this. Okay. Toman, what's your occultism? Is a +1. So +1 to that. And then Remus's occultism is at 0.
Wow, wow.
Wah wah. Okay. Y'all try to think of what could possibly be like deciphered from this creature, this character that you guys like have encountered now and everything, and none of you can kind of put a pin on why this creature, like, you guys can't really tell like what creature like changes form like that and everything. You guys have never heard of that, something like that. I know y'all as players probably know, but your characters have no idea. They've never heard of it. I'll have you know you rolled a 2.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
not. That. How is that possible? I have a +6.
No. You rolled a
You
2.
Oh, okay.
Two.
+6 is 8, so you barely scraped by, not critically failing. The highest roll was Ryan, but he got a 10. +0 is a
Plus
10.
0.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Still failing though, boys. Okay, so in synopsis, it's just we no fucking idea what shapeshifter could be. Not even.
Basically, no idea.
Like you can gather he's a shapeshifter.
Shifter.
You guys
Or
would probably
shister.
call him a shapeshitter because you guys hate him so much.
Standard, that's a good one.
But you guys can't like think of anything in your limited knowledge of this world that would understand like what creature would shapeshift to even figure out who this is. You do understand, like I said, the basics that he was
Got
3
it.
different forms. This was the same person talking to you. It wasn't.
Right.
You could definitely tell it was not 3 different people. Oh, the other thing I want to say, because I want to see whether Ryan and Colt picked up on it, because I told Mac about this. So, did you guys notice any language that was very similar between him and another character you've already met in the campaign? I'm gonna.
Between the
Like
changeling
accent
guy.
So I will reveal this to y'all because your characters will definitely pick it up because it wasn't a week between your characters talking to the 2 characters. The god that you spoke to, Everson, who spoke to you and everything, he said the exact same phrase that this shapeshifter told y'all at the beginning too. When you asked, "Who am I?" he said, "Oh, a friend, an ally, a lover, a father to some," which was the exact same thing the god had said to you. Which your characters would immediately recognize, oh shit, the deal we made was with him, not a god. Or he is a god. One of the 2. You decide what you want. Mac did not pick up on this, and I was pretty sure none of y'all did, because it was a week between the sessions.
Yeah.
But I literally, after this last session, I showed Mac the 2 clips, and Mac's like, fuck, you're right, fuck you. Like, he was so pissed. It was great. So the person who resurrected Remus was also this person.
Yeah.
Sick.
So he's got a little power.
Oh, yeah.
More than a little.
Oh, FYI too, I have that skill or trait thing that lets me like detect like chainlings or like illusions or whatever it is.
Oh, what does it do? I think it's for somebody's lying to you, right? No, that's
it's not
great.
the lying thing.
Isn't that?
It's detect like chainlings or like people that who they are.
Shapeshifters intuition.
Yeah.
When you come within 10 feet of a creature that is transformed into another form or is impersonating a specific creature, the GM rolls a secret perception check for you. Okay. So I need to be on that whenever you meet.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind
Okay.
you for when that happens.
Sweet. Remind me at every single time you meet an NPC.
I will
No,
do that.
just messing.
Right now, he's within 10 feet of us. Are we shapeshifters?
Yeah, I make a roll for me.
Let me make a roll. Let me make 2 rolls.
let's
Okay.
stop fucking around.
Perception roll. What's your perception?
Yeah, I can't.
It's like plus 20.
Okay.
41. Damn, he got him.
Damn, you got him, bro.
Okay, that's a 22 and a 29. You can definitely tell they're not shapeshifters.
That's
Shit. That would have been cool.
Wouldn't that have been to figure out your shape that way? But like, well, you know what? He
Yeah,
actually
right?
is. You're
I'd be like, holy fuck.
fucking time. Bug y'all out.
like,
Find myself out.
Well, perhaps we should go and tell Duke Evergreen that we did not find his sword.
I believe that's our only option at this point.
That we escort the other prisoners. I mean, I don't want to sound grim, but hopefully they make it.
Hopefully they're able to heal from their scars.
Yeah. Yeah.
that's right.
Well, very well. Let's carry on.
That's right. Didn't
So,
we're supposed to lead them, aren't we?
Yes.
Yep.
That's
Yes, sir. We're taking them back to civilization where they all screaming. Maybe get killed in front of the village.
That's yeah.
Who knows? We'll see.
You're right.
We'll see.
I finally figured out how to drag 2 people at once.
Yeah,
What was doing?
I didn't take you at all. I'm doing other shit.
My bad. I watched Colt pick up multiple people. I was like,
Make
God,
you
do
need-
not take me.
No, I figured it out. How to do it myself.
Did you just like click and hold?
You just click and drag. Yeah, whatever you highlight. If you highlight 2 people, you can pick them up. You gotta like own them. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta really own them.
We
You
would
gotta
have
like put a collar on them and everything.
shit and picked them up and tossed them the extra gold we found.
I go for it.
Okay. So I've now named them because that's important. Is the guys that you guys are accompanied with now need to be named.
Okay.
Yeah, because that doesn't cause
Yes.
any sign of warning.
Well, no,
That's
because
fine.
you guys actually saved them. So now I need to give them names and everything because they actually get saved. It's not hard if you guys want to make the trek back. I assume you guys are done here. I assume y'all will probably
Yeah.
collapse the entrance to this because it's so small, and make sure nobody comes in here or out once you get everybody out. And then the 3 people with you will introduce themselves. The dwarf, who has kind of been a little shit, has an appropriate name. His name is Tharin Thunderarse. I can put that in session pictures for y'all. The next one is Laron Thornstead, and that is the orc. And the orc does not speak, to remind you. He has a metallic thing over his mouth that keeps him from speaking at all. It also covers like one of his eyes, so he only has like a quarter of his entire face that's actually his still. The rest is like clockwork gears and shit like that. And so he doesn't speak for him. The woman would introduce him, which is the female woman that you guys talk to the most, and her name is Helga Venturestone.
The guy knows sign language, right? The one that's mouth is sealed.
I wouldn't say he knows like a traditional sign language, but he's in the sense that like you can tell they've been at this for a while. They've been like this for a long time. That he's picked up some gestures that equate to like a basic form of sign language.
Goddamn.
But yes, you guys can take these guys no problem all the way back to the town of Draville. You guys know the pathway that you took. You guys know where to avoid the different areas. You guys know, like, from looking through this entire thing. The only question is, how are you guys going to deal with the treasure hoard that is the people's treasure? That is that massive hoard you guys found the last time that you guys didn't take any from. And then Shit tried to take some, and you guys were like, no, Shit, do not take those.
I believe we decided we were gonna give it back since it's a bunch of like family heirlooms and shit.
That's what I'm saying. How are you going to get it back?
Oh, how? Oh, how are we gonna carry it? How much is there?
A lot.
It's an entire town's shiny bits. Like, it is literally everything that was in. I was gonna say everything not nailed down, but it includes the stuff nailed down too. Like anything that was shiny at all, they took.
How, the town would be more than 120, right?
Oh yeah, the town is
okay.
The town is a 2-day
I'm
journey.
asking.
Yeah, the town is a 2-day journey.
Yeah, it's like miles. Well, the kobolds. Are there no cards like around this dungeon?
Oh, cards are good. Yeah.
So you guys have Shit.
Like, I figure they. Oh, okay.
And Shit would definitely tell you, like, if you like looked around and were like, there's got to be carts they loaded in somehow. Shit would show you and would basically get you a cart and everything to bring it out. Now it's gonna be trouble pushing it through because basically everybody's gonna have to take a little wheelbarrow because these are little wheelbarrows that are kobold sized. So Graham will be fine. Graham's about the size of a kobold. So he'll be chill pushing it, but you guys, they won't hold a lot. So you guys have to put all of it, and everybody basically has to take one. The 3 automatons, like semi-automatons, they're not actual, but the 3 deformed people, they take one on each arm and literally just chug it. And it's more like weight that they're holding than you guys could physically pick up. Like you, Remus, am like, holy shit, they're picking up a lot.
Right.
Because again, they're augmented.
You're shouldering it? Oh,
Yeah. And you guys can get it out easily. The only question is when you guys go to exit, and then you guys are getting ready to like blow up the entrance and everything. Shit, who's with you goes,
what are you doing?
Were we gonna blow up the?
you guys said you're gonna seal it off somehow.
Yeah, no?
Oh, I missed that part.
Do you not want to?
I just hadn't thought of that. I hadn't seen a reason to.
Yeah, I guess there really isn't a reason. Like, he's gone. His army's dead. It's just shit. We took him.
Unless he can make those portals again, or some other people.
You just want to go trash his lab and then we can come back?
What is Tomon? Let's do your Arcana.
I think it's like a +5. Yep.
Graham, your Arcana as well.
6.
Okay. What's your Arcana again, Tomon?
It's 5.
Okay, it's 5. Okay. Graham, you kind of get the basic understanding that if he created the portals once, they kind of act like an anchor in a sense that he could easily create them in that place again. Now he could, since he's created portals, he could probably create the portals anywhere, but they become a lot easier with anchor points like that. And then thinking about it, you're probably, you think about it and you're like, oh shit, he probably shut those portals himself. Like when y'all were investigating them, everything, he shut them himself. They didn't collapse as you would have thought because they didn't collapse in a way that like they succumbed into themselves. He just kind of shut the door.
There were some acolytes who used to take portals, but they opened and closed them themselves. He probably did the same thing. I think it'd be better if we just blew up his office.
I agree.
We could trap the office even too, and seal it in.
Ooh, there's an idea.
These kobolds can make traps. I'm sure we can too.
Shit kind of pipes up and goes, "Ooh, shit, good at traps. Yes." And he runs off to one of the nearby trees and like starts ripping off twigs and takes out like a little knife and starts sharpening them.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna work in here.
Oh yeah, no, like shit'll make some traps for y'all if you want him to. He'll make like
That's
punji
sick.
sticks, like he'll coat them
Can
in
he help us?
poison.
Can you help us like repurpose some of the traps that are already in here, like move them to like the right places, like to and shit?
Most of them can't be moved because they're embedded in the stone, and they're inner working and everything. But like he can make some basic traps of like a quick like rope trap that's got like a rope, and when you step into it, it'll like grab you and lift you up and
Perfect.
everything.
Why
He
don't
makes
we,
like some punji sticks like in the ground that like in between where the stones like meet, he like shoves like sticks right there, and they're like when you look at them, you're like, holy shit, those are like barely noticeable. Like
Why don't we just troll him a bit and make the entrance not collapse and just set up a tripwire with a bomb so it collapses when he comes
how are you
back.
gonna make a bomb?
How are we gonna
He knows how to make it. He's got some things to do.
Who's he?
Shit?
Shit does not know how to make a bomb.
Shit'll know how to make
It's not that smart.
He'll
like,
be our artificer.
He's
We will level him up
crafty
our
in the
artificer.
sense of like he's shoving these punji sticks like real deep into the stones, so y'all are like, oh shit, I can like barely see those, and I know that he's put them in there. So like
Okay.
anybody who walks in here is probably gonna get pricked by it and be like, ow, oh, the stone's sharp, and
Well,
then
how-
they'll succumb to the poison later.
All right then, DM. I throw one back to you. How are we gonna collapse the entrance in the first place?
I don't know, that's why I asked y'all.
Oh, good.
If we could
Yeah, that
find
is-
like a weak point, I could like lightning the shit out of it. I don't know how effective that would be.
No, I mean that might work.
Does
Yeah,
anybody
well,
have like
I mean, it killed the boss.
I could ray of enfeeblement on the wood frame.
try to corrupt the wood?
To remind y'all,
No,
to a lot
no.
of sessions ago, the entrance to this cavern is a tiny little slit that is
Yeah.
barely big enough for a kobold to get through. If you
Right.
wanted to, like Colt said with Toman, you could easily lightning bolt that sucker, and like with enough rocks and everything, and cause it to collapse in on itself because it's barely holding itself up.
Yeah, like a natural.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We only wanted to collapse the office, you know? That way he doesn't have access and we can still use this.
I have no idea how you guys are going to do that, is the problem.
I ray of enfeeblement.
Is there like wooden pillars we could burn? It's all stone, isn't it?
It's all
Let me
stone.
check.
The whole thing is made of stone.
It is
So
there
it's
any,
just
like,
through the entrance. We don't need.
Yeah, I'll
We'll find another castle. We'll take over. Don't
There's no like residue in the portals or anything. Like there's no.
No, there is, and that's why this doesn't make too much sense, because you'll still have access to this area, you just won't have an exit, like, out the front door.
worry. I think that's the point. Like you won't be able to leave the mountain, so like, you can only like be in this.
I guess.
Cap-
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Just make it useless.
Slightly restrict his movements and annoy him with traps.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah, okay. Alright. Let's haul this shit out and, we'll do that if you guys are okay with that.
So yeah, behind y'all,
I-
shit makes like a crazy amount of traps. He sets up like spring-loaded things like that just chuck daggers and shit. Like they're not gonna do much against a powerful necro artificer, like you guys know this character is, but they are at least going to annoy the hell out of him. That when he comes back, he's definitely gonna be pretty pissed about it.
I hope he fucking stuck
Yeah.
his toe on that table.
And then you guys notice
I hope
as
he steps on a Lego.
the quintessential like coup d'etat is shit gathers up all the kobold bodies and burns most of them. Some of them he decapitates and puts their head on spikes right outside the door.
I'm assuming for no resurrection.
What a little shit.
Well, so he does that. You guys are like watching this probably with like horror, like almost gross curiosity. Like, what the hell is he doing? This is kind of gross, but I'm kind of interested. Like, what the hell's happening? And I'll look over at you and I'll be like, these ones, bad to shit. So they get spiked. Rest get burned. So rest go to heaven.
I can't argue with that logic shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck these ones.
Well, don't fuck them. Just put their heads on spikes.
No. Shit can't. Shit got castrated.
Oh,
Like, he doesn't say that, but he'll, like, drop his trousers and show you. Like,
oh, that's
Oh
even
my
worse.
God, that's worse. You could have just said it.
nah, because he doesn't know what castration is.
Oh, I guess
You
that's
just like sniffed it.
it's just.
What a face.
Just
I'm
looking
we
away.
gotta pay for this boy's surgery.
looking away.
There's no surgery.
There's no surgery. There's no solving that problem.
No, there is a cure for this.
Toman just starts preparing the electric death sphere, and it's like, I guess there's only one way to solve. There's only one solution for this kobold's corruption. Oh. Alright, so yeah, you guys collapse it and everything, like, set up all the traps, shit does his thing. You can see as he's leaving, he's kind of almost like, oh no, like, I like this place, like, kind of nostalgic. And you guys are like, oh, maybe he, like, really liked it here and everything, that's kind of cute. And then he drops his trousers and takes a massive shit. Like, he was just looking around for, like, where do I take a shit? And then just took a shit, and then you guys are like, oh, not cute, never mind. He's...
Frankly, we had a shit too.
Shit corner good. Shit corner good. We had two. One to beat shit and one to take shit.
And he's just kind of like, yeah, like he seems unfazed by most of what's happened. And he just moves on. He'll come with you guys. And again, like, y'all can get there really easily. It takes 2 days travel with the guys who are with you because they need to stop and take rests.
So, before we're like actually in the town, I think we should send shit on his way. Considering, unless we wanted to try to like bring him into town of the people.
Well, when we
got
get
murdered.
close enough, I have this the cantrip message, so I could send a message to Duke Everdeen, like who we're coming in and what we're bringing and whatnot.
Yeah, you can do that.
It's 120 feet, so I mean, we have to get relatively close.
Oh,
Wow,
that's like
yeah.
on the town.
We'd be walking.
That's why
I think we'd be in the town with 120
I'll look at the town real quick.
feet. Maybe like outskirts.
Enough of a warning that nobody's gonna come out angry, maybe.
I don't think I have an illusion spell.
I do.
120 feet, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd basically, from the center of town, the entire town is more than 120 feet in,
Okay.
in like, full.
I mean, we can put him in like a cloak and shit, but
Put him in the wheelbarrow we're carrying. Cover him in gold.
make him look like a dead body.
Make him look like cheese.
How are we supposed to do that?
That'll be worse.
Whoa.
He'll
Holy
pop up and he'll be like, ah.
fuck,
Well, Gimmer could do it. He's done it a lot. He's done it a lot.
Are you
He's
saying
well
to make
practiced.
Ginrai actually make him a dead body, or pretend? Because now I'm a little confused.
I was joking saying that. He did that. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I guess we're just walking into town then.
Alright, it is a 2 days journey. So if y'all want to roleplay or do anything, y'all can feel free. Nobody brought up about Toman, so I assumed
no
y'all
one
wanted to
asked
do
for
Oh,
that
that's
shit.
right, yeah. We can stop at
Yeah.
the cave we stopped at the first time and just call that like the resting point for like talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could. I could do it either there or at the town. I was just gonna try to get Lion's Deal first.
Yeah, it's entirely up to y'all what y'all want to do.
Okay. I mean, I think that's what we should do.
At the town?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let me finish setting up the people.
We're gonna be sitting here looking at this dude like, we did watch you turn into a fox, but we're just not gonna say it right now.
Well, I mean,
Call her doggy about that.
it's
Like,
definitely
Graham could bring it up if Graham wants to.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Great Maps.
Yeah,
It's weird. Don't get me wrong. It's just there's a lot of important shit.
Yeah, I mentioned we talked about it later, so I figured it would just be
Listen,
spot on.
y'all are basically dead bodies. What? You can't.
And I also, I mean, that's all.
Excuse me?
It's fair enough point. I
You're a
can't
necromancer,
really
it's like
judge.
You're a necromancer. It's like the same.
I am a living being.
Yeah, he's a living, breathing yokai,
Thank you. Proper terminology once.
which is still the wrong
I
terminology,
know.
but sure.
Great.
One eye.
Funny.
Alright, the town is all good. If y'all want to have any roleplay, that's fine. If not, we can skip to the town. There's a few different moments where, like, you can tell these... I'll just call them abominations at this point.
Wow.
Just are really having a difficulty learning how to use their bodies. Like I said, like, one of them has a metallic kind of, clockwork style leg, and they almost are like limping. They're almost not using that leg at all because you could tell they're just not 100% on board with what happened. They don't necessarily know how these things work, except for the orc, who seems to have taken his two massive, like, robot arms essentially as an upgrade, and like he seems not great mentally, but like he seems to have come to terms with his position in life at this point.
Good for him.
The dwarf, like I said, is a little shit, and when you guys like offer him food, he'll like say like, "Oh, the food was better in the fucking prison than this shit."
I bet you the teachers were better in the cell too.
And so he'll just complain and be a little shit. And then the female human is just depressed the whole time. She just looks horrible. She does not look like she looks like she's been through what she's been through. The other two look like they're coping somewhat. She does not look like she's coping at all.
We have a holy man back in the town that'll cheer y'all up.
They all know
He
Duke
seems
Evergreen.
okay.
They've talked about him.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
from the town.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been a while. We were in a dungeon for a while.
So looking at the time and thinking about how long you guys spent in the dungeon, and by the time you guys get back to town, it has been about a week since you guys have been, since you guys were first in the town. So from the day where you guys were all like, I'm gonna leave tomorrow, it's now been a week of travel, because it was 2 days there, 2 days back, so that's 4 total days. And then you guys spent, I think, 3 different long rests in there.
Yeah.
Because you
Give or
guys
take.
rested pretty substantially in there.
Well, they were like short rest of like an hour.
No, they were long rests. We
No,
took turns.
you guys long
No, we
rested.
We didn't get to because in the room with like the barricades and stuff. we
Oh,
had
then it's
to
probably
do,
only
like,
been
a short
5 days.
rest.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Because you guys short rested most of the time with Mac healing. Sorry,
Oh,
Graham
yeah.
healing. But you guys did long rest once. I do remember that.
We long rested.
that was
once.
because.
Oh
he
no!
spelled
You
slot.
guys long rested twice. Because you long rested at the beginning of everything. You guys decided to take the 8 hours, and that's where the kobolds kind of reconvened and sent a
that's
second
right.
attack and everything.
That's
And
right,
then
that's right.
then y'all were out of spell slots, and that's the second rest before the boss fight and everything. That was after Remus died.
Chief.
Oh, we did. We rested.
Yeah.
At the,
Yeah, okay, so it's been just about a week.
Yeah, so it's like
6 days.
6 days, essentially. Like we'll say a week because that's probably like the best with the fighting and how long a lot of shit took and everything, and then the way they took, we could say it took a little bit longer just to make a week's easier. But I did the math. I was like, you guys are there for like 5 to 7 days. So it looks like more towards the longer side. And you guys learned to get to know these people and everything. Like I said, I gave you guys all their names, everything. They're pretty happy to be back in civilization. You learn from them, which I won't roleplay this because you guys don't care. So I'll just give you guys the information. You learn that Helga was taken during the night of the attack. When the
Oh,
attack
Jesus.
happened, she was taken during that night. And then the kobolds happened to get her there within 1 day. They pushed really hard
Quick.
and everything. So the kobolds, if you remember, the kobolds did not stop. They didn't stop with y'all. Like y'all rested.
Yeah.
Y'all pushed through the first. You guys rested that night, and then when you guys walked, you guys pushed through and made 2 days travel 1 day to get basically to the entrance of the cave, like their little camp right before. But you guys realized that the kobolds had pushed through consistently. They spent 2 full days running, like technically, so they were ahead of you by a lot, and they basically only took a day to get there. And so she was experimented on the as the last experiment, essentially. She said no other person was experimented on. She was the last one. And
That sucks.
you can kind of see on her when she explains this to you that like her forms are a lot closer to that fully automaton that you guys fought, and the prototype clockwork soldier like ones. She has a lot more of similarities between them and everything.
Can I roll like an insight or something to make sure she's not a fucking bomb?
Oh, no, not like that. I'm just saying, like, when you look at
Okay.
pieces on her, you see, like, when she says, I was the last one he experimented on,
Thank God.
you can tell when she says that, you're like, oh, yeah, I can see, like, that cog looks like a cog when we fought and everything. And, like, you could see, like, she was a prototype of a prototype of a prototype.
Gotcha.
The, Laron, who is the orc, Laron Thornstead, was probably one of the first, or one of the first survivors. From what Theron says, Laron was in there before Theron got there, and was already mutated and messed with and everything already. And Laron kind of collaborates this with like nods. And when Theron says like, was there ones before you? He says yes. And then when they're like, well, was there ones that survived? And he shakes his head no. So he like confirms that he's like the first surviving one, which is probably why he looks so rough.
Orcish resistance in him.
Yeah, he looks fucked up. Like both of his full arms have been replaced. 90% of his head have been replaced. Well, 75% of his head have been replaced. His entire chest is still human, like humanoid, like orc, and his legs, but all of that has been replaced.
Goddamn.
And then Theron explains that he was not taken from the town, and not from anybody. He doesn't live near the town. He was on a journey with a caravan through these woods, through the area, and didn't even know the town of Dravil existed. But he was just traveling through. His caravan didn't want to stop in Dravil. They wanted to keep going. And they were ambushed, attacked by the kobolds. And he was one of the survivors that was allowed to live and be experimented on. And he's the only surviving member from his caravan.
I understand his attitude now.
Yes. It takes some prying, but like Helga tells them, like, we need to tell them who we are so they know to vouch for us, and we can't leave anything out. Like, he's like, I don't want to say it because he's a fucking dwarf and he's pissy and stubborn. But he eventually tells y'all and says everything. You guys get to the outskirts of town and kind of see town and everything, and you can send the message of like, hey, we're coming in. Like, you could tell
Yeah.
the Leonin.
We brought some refugees, I guess, survivors.
Yeah, you probably want to mention the
You wanna
kobold
call
too.
them?
Yeah.
Yeah, we brought that. We brought a friendly kobold,
Yeah.
He
and he helped us get your build back.
falls under the survivor category.
Yeah, exactly.
Does
He's a survivor.
He's a victim.
let's look. So, message. Can he send something back to you? The target can give a brief response. Okay. Oh wait. Okay, he has to be able to physically see you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
It says
Oh, shit.
the target
What?
can give a brief response as a reaction or as a free action on the next turn if they wish, but they must be able to see you and be within range to do so.
But I can just send one if we're in range, or do I have to see him as well?
I think you probably need to see him because it says target one creature, so you have to actually target him. But wait. Mental effect, illusion, auditory. I'll say I don't think you have to.
No, because
You have to do it.
transferred directly to the ears of the target. It doesn't say anything about seeing them on the first couple seconds.
Yeah, I don't
Wants is seeing.
because
I
it
feel like
doesn't
if
say you have to see that. Like my only thought process is their system is based around like you can't target something you can't see.
Yeah.
So you can't target technically him under there, but I don't care. I'll rule it that you can target him. He just can't say anything back to you until he
If you want
sees you.
to, I can just say we angle at it, so we come in a way of the town that's closest to like his deputy house or his house, wherever it was again.
Yeah, you can tell him like come out and meet us or something too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do you want him to come out and meet you?
If you want to, yeah, we can do that, and then we can escort the football thing. That'd probably be a better idea. I figured that's what the message would do, not just like have him sit there and like wait for us like I expected you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like you could just give him a short message of like, hey, come out meet us. We're back from town.
especially
We have a
after
friendly kobold with us. Don't kill him.
Especially after 6 days, I feel like someone would be like, "Oh, they're back," and kind of come out.
Those guys, they're not dead.
So let me grab y'all's minis out. So we've got Graham.
Get to the town.
Miss.
Yeah.
The entire town's a ghost town. This town used to have 100 people in it. Now it's just a ghost town. Okay, let me call y'all here. Summon players. There we go. Okay, so you guys end up coming up to the front gates, which is here, and Duke Evergreen has approached, and when he sees you, he'll say to you, Graham, like through message back to you, and he goes, "You better not have brought a threat to my village."
Oh, no, no threats, I assure you. They have been great help. These were prisoners, so listen. They're nice people.
Oh, let me bring Helga out.
Can you not recognize them?
Would you?
Yeah, I don't think he would recognize them. He cares about his people, but I don't. I honestly do not think he'd recognize them.
Aren't they technically considered undead now too?
I don't know
they
like how
like
much
that-
like their faces changed. They've changed it very much, or if it's just like their body parts.
Bro has half of a metal face.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Fair enough.
I forgot about that. Oh. Okay, make unique, and then give him a name. His name, shit. There we go. Okay, so, yeah, so Duke Evergreen sees you. He says that to you, and then he kind of sees the other refugees and kind of looks. You don't see him do like a, like he recognizes any of them, and like you said, like who would? They're, like for lack of a better term, abominations to what they were. He kind of approaches. His hand is on his sword, but his sword is holstered. Or sheathed, sorry. Fucking, he doesn't have a gun. But
Sure.
his sword is sheathed, but his hand is gripping it, almost as if he's like ready for y'all to be little shits. If y'all are like evil, like what's going on and everything. And he calls out to you before you guys arrive and goes, "It's been a minute, companions. If I calculate correct, 6 days?"
I mean, sure, if that's what it was, it felt a little longer.
I'll let you want to talk now.
We found some survivors. They say they knew you. I don't know if you recognize them. They've been through some shit.
Not through him, though.
Not-
He's with us.
Helga will walk up to him and like will be like, "Oh, Duke Evergreen. Oh, it's so good to see a familiar face again." And he looks at her up and down, like kind of studies her for a second, and goes, and you see his hand comes off the sword, and he kind of rests for a second. He goes, Helga, oh, I thought we lost you in the battle. There's so many bodies. Yes, we're not okay, but we survived. And he goes like he's gonna usher them like in, like he was gonna say go eat, and he goes, Just wait inside. Let me introduce you to the rest of them. I don't know if everybody's been on edge since everything.
Fire Nation attacked.
And so they'll kind of like go in away from y'all. Whoops, I fucking. They'll go in like past y'all, but they're not like leaving too far. And the Duke Evergreen will like step forth and go, "Did you get it? Did you retrieve my sword?"
We fucked
I'm
up.
sorry, we couldn't find it. It was gone. We searched the whole place.
Fuck. Shit.
Terminated the whole place too, nearly.
It's
People survived.
it's not your fault. It's fuck. What news of everything?
We met a mysterious figure who seems to have fled through a portal to a different land. He seems... I don't like him. I don't think our friends like him either. Seems like a right-up bitch, I would say.
What was his name, so that I have different
You would find
contacts.
many names, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was kind of like 4 people.
Four.
One of them was actually a rat too. Yokai, my bad.
One of them was Daniel.
Daniel
Daniel
Shemesh.
Shemesh.
Daniel Shermesh? Okay. Daniel Shermesh.
Shemesh.
And this Daniel
Seemed to
was the
change
rat.
forms.
Yeah,
No, he was a human. Was Daniel Shermesh. The rat was. He seems more familiar. My point
Scavens is the name of the rat.
yeah. I wasn't familiar with him, to be honest with you, but I've seen him, and he just introduced himself as Scap over there. Pretty shitty name for the yokai.
So a rat and a human working together.
No.
No, the same person. He seemed to change forms somehow.
The rat and the human were the same individual.
Yeah, and then he was another one too. Which one was it, Remus?
Ulrich.
Ah, the man you spoke to me about, Remus. Okay.
He was able to become many people.
Do you believe this was just an illusionary magic to mess with you? Get you
If
off
it
guard?
was, it was pretty good.
You believe him to be the beings that you've met?
I mean, yeah.
I don't see how it could be anyone else. He knew everything about us, it seems. Maybe not everything, but he knew
Shit.
a great deal.
And then when we tried
Does-
to kill him, he just went into dust.
Does the word changeling mean anything to you?
I'm
Well,
not, right?
Probably not, right? We
no,
didn't know
nothing,
what he
nothing
was.
for y'all. No.
Cool. Not a clue.
Well, it's a name you should learn. A race of people very rare that you should study, because it looks like our enemy is a changeling.
A changeling. Let's see.
Oh, and then Remus died.
He looks puzzled and like gestures to Remus like he's right there.
I'm just
big event to like kind of miss over. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you. I'm just turned to you, and I'm just gonna let you
I mean,
explain.
that was about it. It was him, and then we encountered. Well,
It
what we
seems
thought was
he
a god, but it was the same guy who was changing into things, and he just mimicked a god, and then he revived Remus, and then told me lies,
The
dirty fucking lies.
the changeling took on the form of a god.
I mean, that's what he
We
called it,
knew
though.
which god, right? We both knew that.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Everson.
The fake guy.
Everson.
Yes.
He took the form of Everson, it seems.
The Fate Weaver. Interesting. Yes, you have had quite quite an adventure in a few short days. I want to say first, I apologize for my demeanor at the beginning of this conversation. I was not sure what would come of this whole thing. I appreciate you bringing back some of my citizens and some of the people of Dravil, although they do look more worse for wear.
Yeah, I didn't like that movie fun.
What happened to them?
Experiments. I believe the changeling did the same.
The
He seems to
changeling
be
did that, and he points like
Yeah.
behind
To
him.
be a necro artificer is what you
Yeah.
called it, as I like turned like rat boy.
Yeah, that's what it said in his journal, I believe.
Necro artificer?
Yeah.
Like a necromancer and artificer.
It seems to be the combination of words.
Well, this is a lot. This is a lot of information. Sorry, we're standing out here in the cold. You may come. Oh, what the fuck is that? And he points to the little kobold who's like poking his head around Graham, like
Oh,
out the
told
back
you.
of Graham.
He's with us. He's cool. He helped us out during the whole thing. Pointed out traps, lured out his own kind. Actually knocked out one of a bigger kind of his own. His name's Shit.
I'm shit.
I'm sure you are, little one. You can't let him in the town.
Yeah, we'll just put him under our robe and we'll go into that tower and then, like, one of the wizards.
If any of the citizens see him, if anyone who's been accosted by these things, and he gestures towards Shit, anyone who has had family or friends murdered, they'll want to kill him.
If it helps, he cut off most of the kobolds' heads and then burned the rest of them.
I did. I didn't fuck him.
He should still be covered in, like, dried blood, if anything.
No, he cleaned himself off in the snow.
Okay.
You guys have been 2 days. It's been 2 days.
Yeah, it's
you're right.
I can't guarantee his safety in here, but as a... Well, I'm no longer that. I'll try my best.
Is there like a building on the outskirts we can maybe take up with him instead of bringing him into the town?
Perhaps a mask for his face, maybe a better disguise.
No mask will hide what he is. One of the first houses when we walk in has been emptied. We can allow him to live there. But, and he points directly at Shit, and he goes, you cannot leave there, or you will die. And you cannot interact with any of the other people here. They will not treat you kindly.
Oh, shit's used to that. Shit not treated very good.
Just give him a job. He's a hard worker.
It will take time, but for as much as you've done for this town, I'll try my best to integrate him.
You haven't even said about the whole, like, fortune we brought back for your city.
The
You can
fortune.
probably call it now.
Heirlooms.
This is the people of Dravil's stuff. This is
Yeah,
their
which
gold,
cost
their
something,
items.
didn't it? So in the abundance, it's a fortune. We're giving it back to you. You can distribute it. You know.
You say this as if it's
Fine. Fuck you. You're
payment.
not grateful then.
he like looks to Remus like, can you talk some sense into the fucking rat?
Listen, we didn't have to bring anything back. All you asked was your sword, and we felt guilty.
To be fair, it was difficult to bring all this stuff back. It was quite a lot.
I can see
I'm not
that.
asking for anything, to be clear.
Again, I am very appreciative of what you've done for this city, and the people will be too. Fuck it, it doesn't matter. And he reaches into the barrel and he kind of grabs out a handful of stuff and he gives you guys a collection of things. So you guys are gonna get 3 gems, each worth 15 gold apiece. You guys get a total of 20 silver and 15 gold pieces.
This is another test.
And then a rolled up painting worth probably 1,500 gold.
Is this
Can
another
you write that all
test?
down in like CC chat?
Yes, I will.
Should we put the gem as gold, or do you want us
No,
to, like,
put them as
a gem?
gems because you have to sell
Okay.
them to somebody.
The greedy me really wants to take this, but I'm also tempted to just be like a humble rat now and give it.
Yeah,
We
I
offer it. I say it's very good. The rest will get distributed out. They get their stuff back.
But one family will file taxes wrong because we took these gems.
Think about all the families we can save if we have money.
There you
The
go.
funding.
There's what you guys got.
Yeah,
Um,
fucking.
If y'all don't want to take it,
Okay.
you don't have to. You can give it back to him.
15.
Yeah.
Maybe we can give the painting back.
You have to find somebody willing to buy the painting is the thing.
Yeah, that seems excessive.
it also seems sentimental. I think
If it's
I'll-
like a sentimental painting, somebody like wants back.
You
I don't
quick!
know.
You totally planned this. What's the painting?
Yeah, what's
Uh,
the painting of?
It is a painting of a beaver with the wings of an angel that is ascending up to Mount Celestia, and on Mount Celestia are painted baby harp seals.
Yeah, never mind. We sell it now. Fuck.
This,
I'm not
this
giving it back.
Somebody's pet.
I would take some of the silver, but I'll give back the gems and the gold.
On the back of the painting, if you take lemon juice and heat it up a little bit, you find the map to the treasure.
The Declaration of Independence.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
my
there's
God.
no map on the back of this painting. It's just the Declaration of Independence.
If it strikes at a certain hour,
he says, oh god.
Oh.
Alright.
But remember, Ryan, if it strikes a certain hour, you have to account for daylight savings time because that wasn't
and then
invented.
I have to have the focals to see different lights.
Holy fuck, that movie's insane. Okay, yeah. So you guys can take that. If you guys want to give anything back, feel free. He will kind of insist you guys take it, and he'll basically like give some bullshit response of like the people won't know what's missing. Some of the people's stuff is dead. I'm gonna have to distribute this evenly anyway to the people who still exist. So he's like, you might as well take your share now before I have to tell them to pay you.
Oh well, if he worth it.
He makes a fair argument. Like, if he's gonna like evenly distribute it anyway, like, might as well take
And-
it as a share.
You guys can notice, and Remus, you notice it a little bit more. He's kind of fairly laxed on his tenants than the last time you met him. The last time you guys met him, he was very
said it-
strong about his tenants. He was very strong about his order, like how he did things. He was very much a lawful good kind of paladin champion sort of person.
Right.
And
He
he's being
outright
kind of
said
lax.
He wasn't
Yeah,
anywhere, and then he said it didn't matter.
he did
Would
mention
I
that.
notice that as well? Or did we all
All
notice
of
that?
you would notice that he's lax on tenants, but I think Remus could put two and two together like, oh, he might not be a champion anymore.
Ooh.
Yeah, because he doesn't have.
Yeah. So
Weapon.
does that mean he's technically
Lost his sword? Does he need a sword to be a champion?
I guess.
That seems.
Well, yeah, because like if you pick,
Well,
you pick champion, you get a special weapon.
Well, you're a champion. Well.
It's
what are
you get like a weapon that's like blessed like by your god essentially.
To remind
Oh,
y'all,
is that
his
how it
weapon
is?
was a runic weapon, which Remus did learn. The rest of you didn't.
Right.
Runic weapons are specific weapons given to the god's champion, like the god's chosen one.
There you go.
And he seems to have lost that, misplaced it now.
No, I see how that maybe he's got his perception.
Either that or it could be broken. Who knows?
Does that mean his
Remus.
oven's broken then?
That's Remus is about the last guy to talk to a guy about talking to any sort of god because he talked to Lilith and struck a deal. So.
And you struck a and you forced your friends to strike a deal with quote unquote a fake god.
Possible god.
Possible. All right. Well, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So if you words it like that, then... I'm just trying to.
Yeah, you guys are chill. If you need a second, just tell me if you're writing notes and shit.
Are we dividing this now?
Oh, I thought we were.
I mean, we don't have to divide the gems you're painting until we sell it, right? So.
True.
So I will suggest the same thing I suggested in our last campaign. If y'all wanted to, y'all could set up a treasurer who's the person like in charge of distributing shit, and then you distribute it like between each other, but you take a portion for the group fund. That way, y'all as a group can buy stuff, such as like when you guys need like a cart or horses to like move shit, you can take that from the group fund because everyone will use it. It did work out pretty well in the last campaign too.
Oh, it's like a treasure.
Yeah.
Can't trust. We can't trust shit to be a treasurer though, because that guy doesn't even.
Oh no, I mean one of y'all as a player.
Yeah,
like
one of the
Ryan,
players.
Colton, or Mac, not your characters.
Oh, I think.
I think diplomacy is like negotiation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you want me to be the treasurer since I have high?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Tomon knows how to work with big numbers too.
That's
Yeah.
fair, because
How do you know how to do that, Ross?
I've got an education.
You like working with big numbers, don't you, rich boy?
Rich boy.
I'm not so much rich anymore.
Call you Richie Fox.
Can I get
Uh,
like another coin pouch?
Yes,
Like-
I can. Yeah.
Okay.
That I do
Well-
not give a fuck about. Go ahead and. Do you want me to give it to you, or did you already give it to yourself?
Searching that.
Okay. Sweet.
Isn't pouch? Coin pouch doesn't have.
Here. Might be a thing that I can give.
Just to like separate out the group.
It's called a belt pouch, but it's labeled coin pouch.
Oh, weird.
So you can rename it, I think. Yeah, customize, and I'll rename it. What do you want it to be? Do you want it to be like group fund?
Group? Yeah, group funds.
Fun.
There you go. Just refresh, and you should be good.
Cool. Still have to figure out how we're splitting that.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
But I'll accept it because it's our reward of this.
I mean,
Graham's like, if you have to
If
pull
you
my
sit.
arm.
Oh. If you fit.
You're gonna give us gems.
I mean, the painting is exquisite.
If it's
Alrighty.
worth 1,500, it's pretty good.
well, should we proceed into the house? We're just kind of freezing. No.
We
Yes, I would like to.
No, fuck you, Graham.
Unless
No.
there's
So
anything else.
I'll put shit at the front of the house, and he'll show shit the house, and basically explain like shit can have that one. Wow. We were having fun time pretending to be
It was-
wizards and shit.
And he never really answered me on the, like, is there an outside house? Like, is he doing that? Is he kind of putting them, like, on the outskirts?
So
Okay.
this, if you zoom out, this house right here,
Oh, sorry, let me zoom out. Okay, yes.
that house, that is the one that he's giving to shit currently. He said that's not necessarily a permanent residency, and he explained to shit like you're just gonna hide in here basically, barricade the doors, only let us come in and everything. And he's basically trying to hide shit so he can prep the people
He's right.
and
Yeah,
then
okay.
show them. Yeah.
I agreed with him. It sounded like a good idea. Okay. I just
And he'll tell you guys as he's walking you through the town. He'll be like, "Well, if you all choose to stay in this town, it will make the integration of shit a lot easier. You can help integrate him. Gods know we need more hands to help with this rebuilding. It's been a lot. It's why I just sent a messenger to our father city, Rhymefell, just down south a little bit. I've sent a messenger to ask the Lord of Rhymefell, and he'll say his name, because he's assuming you guys have no idea who this is, and none of you are from Gallon, so it's good. I've asked Lord Kieran of Rhymefell, who's the leader, which I will put in Freddy's session pictures right now. Lord Kieran of Rhymefell. I've asked Lord Kieran of Rhymefell for aid, soldiers, supplies, anything he can spare to send up here, but I don't know how long that'll be. It'll take a few days for the messenger to get there on foot, because we need all the horses and oxen we can get to move things, and I think it'll take him about a week or two to get down there, a week or two to get back. We're looking at a month out before we receive any help, so we'll take whatever you can give us. And he looks at you, Graham, because I assume you like go to pipe up, and he goes, "And we'll pay you a reasonable amount for your services."
Well, I mean, I didn't have any incentive to stay, but when you put it like that,
The biggest incentive should be that I will offer you my assets in the world to help track down this changeling for you.
I'll take that.
I would not mind staying for a while.
I mean, I came here on my own mission, and I do kind of have to report back at some point.
You're still a member of the Black Hand, correct?
This is my first outing. Been quite an adventure.
He'll just pull like Remus and Toman to the side and just go, "Watch the rat for me. If he does." Well, he just says this real quick. He's like, "Watch the rat for me. If he does,
Doing a little funny, but funny.
if he does anything, take him out. I'm not putting this city at risk anymore.
He does worry me, but he has come through before.
That's why I'm allowing
Okay.
him to live."
I'll give like a slight nod.
This is why I'm allowing him to live right now.
Ginray licks his lips at the
Une
idea.
reverso.
Yeah.
What happened to
New
your
food
fucking
options.
Sword protector.
He's done being a protector.
So
He's a dark knight.
the Dark Knight. Duke Evergreen will ask y'all to get up on the stage here. That this is, if you remember, this was a makeshift stage set up for the event that was happening when you guys arrived. This winter festival, which is known as the Fuck Me, because I forgot it.
Fuck Me Festival?
I wish. What do they call it in Rebel Moon? The swaying of hips or whatever, thrusting of hips festival. They like fuck each other. Yeah, that's
what?
In Rebel Moon, the opening, they talk about that.
Really?
They're like it's time for the festival, the thrusting of hips festival, and they're talking about like procreation and like fucking.
Nice.
It's pretty funny.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah. Oh, where is it? Yeah. Yes. So the celebration is. I didn't fucking name it in there. Fuck me.
It is the Fuck Me Festival.
No, I just gotta go into the fucking
Canonically,
world
the
lore
fucking
and read it
festival.
now. I suffering from my own success. I have to read through my own world lore. Where is it? The Remembrance. The festival is called the Remembrance, and it's like a Veterans Day, a Memorial Day, like all rolled into one. And it's a big festival that was headed by a Johnny, the Leonin, who was the champion of Lysander, and who helped bring the world out of the age of war and strife, out of the runic wars, out of all this horrible shit that happened, and kind of ushered them into this new age. And so the Remembrance happened, and then y'all had heard tale of a thing called the Winter Reaping that was going to take place. Now, I don't think y'all would remember that because you guys didn't really give a shit, but that took place a few days after the festival. So they would have already done that by now. So this was set up and had the Battle of Ajani and Valandris on it being showcased. The what do you call it? The stage. So Duke Evergreen will grab you guys up there, grab the abominations is just what I'm going to call them. That's the easy name for them, and bring them all, and bring y'all all up on stage, and then he'll shout out, which you can see now. This entire area in front of the stage that was ravaged by war, the tents were all ripped down, have kind of been set up as a makeshift workshop for them to kind of build out and fix the houses and everything. And the town looks like it's made some progress. It's not a huge amount. It still looks like they're scared, starving, barely have any food. They look like they're kind of struggling, but they're making way. And so Duke Evergreen stands up, shouts over to them, and goes, everyone, all my citizens, our intrepid heroes have come back. The Remus, Roswell, and Graham are the heroes of Draville, have brought news. They've saved and destroyed the kobolds. They've saved our people, and he points to the others. These are your friends, your loved ones, people who called Draville their home. They've been altered and changed by a horrible monster who ran the kobolds into the fury that engulfed our city. But our adventurers, our heroes of Draville, slew that villain, cut him down, and now we are safe once again. And he looks to you guys when he says slew, as you guys probably are like, he didn't, and he looks at you with eyes like, don't fucking say a word, don't fucking say a word, don't fucking say a word. And then he's like, let's hear it for the heroes of Draville. And he goes like, roar, and he like roars a full like, roar, like champion roar thing. And everybody rears up, and like the ones that are sitting down taking a break in front of the stage, they pull up a mug of ale. You can see all the workers are pulling up their stuff, like they're all kind of like excited about that, and then they start chanting together like, heroes of Draville, slayers of the kobolds, and they're kind of shouting your praises. And then he calms them down after a little bit, and he goes, they have offered aid in rebuilding the city, but they are adventurers and they are strangers to our town, so they have asked to be compensated, so we will have to pay them. However, they've brought back our treasures. And he like shows off, like dumps out all the carts in front and everything, and shows everybody, and goes, we will distribute. And before he even finishes that, they all run in, start grabbing shit, start punching each other, grabbing everything, and like they're going full crazy for this shit. He roars and slams his sword down into the stage, and they all freeze, and he goes, put it back. And they all start dropping it and backing up, and he goes, we will distribute this evenly for work done. The more work you do to help rebuild, the more of this supply you will get. I will be monitoring it. And our friends here, he points to you guys, will be receiving some of it for their aid in rebuilding the city just like you. We're gonna have to earn this back because it was not given back out of the kindness of their heart, but given back because they found it and wanted our city to have it. But we can't distribute it because some of its previous owners are dead. So this is my most even way of supplying you with the money, the trinkets, all of that. If you have something that is of importance to your family, you can seek me out specifically and explain to me what it is, and I'll look through and try to find it for you. If it is not given in great detail, I will not be giving it. That is all I have to say. And he turns over to the other guys, and you guys can hear the conversation, but he basically tells the abominations, like, they're in charge of the money. He's going to put it in his house. He wants them to take care of it. They're going to help monitor the money and everything, and they will be paid handsomely for that, to defend the money and everything. They're kind of seen as the town guards now. And he says, like, he basically says it nicer than this, but he's like, you guys are fucking abominations. Nobody's going to come near you anyway. So the job's real easy. And if you want to help with the rest of the city, like, you're not going to be able to help.
Damn.
But he does
You're
put
the
them up in
scarecrow.
his house, which is like a really nice manor, off in the corner. It's like a massive like church building that he's maintained.
That's wild.
So let's go put them over there. Bop. And then he'll kind of turn to you, and now everybody's gone back to work. Everybody's working. They're not really paying attention. He goes, "Thank you for your silence during that. I know our villain is still at large, but the people need closure. They need to know it's safe. If I tell them that someone's still out there gunning for this town, they're just going to live in fear the rest of their lives."
I can't
Probably.
argue that.
Probably for the best. I'm not sure he's after this town anymore anyway. So
You already seem like how they were with Golden Pile. I'm sure that would have went by well.
You have to remember, people are always people. Greed, corruption, temptation, all of this, it's not beyond any of us. It's not beyond me. It's not beyond your champion Remus here. All of us succumb to it at one point or another. But those of us that are heroes, well, those of us that are heroes are the ones that rise above it, take charge of our own lives.
I agree.
He kind of looks at you like, you're the one that fucking turns people from the dead back to life. That's a little fucked.
This is for the betterment of everything. I agree, says the guy who couldn't give the least shit. It's like, what?
And then he says to you guys, he goes, I was telling the truth. If you help here, we will be giving you a portion of the gold, and I will pay you just like paying any of them, everything. If you don't accept that or you don't want it, then that's fine. You can give it back to me later. But take the money when I give it to you so that all of them see that it's evenly being distributed.
Very well. I mean, more money's always a tempting offer.
I knew you'd like it, Rat. Well, we have work to do. Many things have to get done. If you need me...
Asshole.
He just glosses over the asshole comment. He's like, if you need me, you know where to find me. And he just kind of steps off and goes out to start helping.
God.
Okay.
You little fucking grumpy now that you can't talk to your little mistress anymore there? Jesus.
Whoa. Whoa.
Lysander
just-
is a dude god, okay?
Did
Yeah,
you just-
be bending more than one knee for him?
Lysander's the god of dude bros, okay?
Did you just appropriate celestial beings? Is that what I just heard?
I've already learned from Colt here that his celestial being is a non-gendered thing. So, blame me for accusing that all celestial beings just don't have a dick at
All I'm saying is, how dare you appropriate a god and say he needs a blowjob from his champion? Just, how dare you, sir?
Alright, I left y'all. So y'all can feel free to roleplay if you guys want to. Like Duke Evergreen left. If not, we can do its time jump into the kind of downtime for basically a month before the next like big event happens.
Okay. I
I forget how
do.
to add like custom items.
What do you mean? What are you trying to add?
The like painting and gem gen, because there's not like a specific gem.
Just add
Can
the
you-
gold
can you not-
value for now.
Do change.
Colt, you can just add a custom thing. So if you go to add item, then go to advanced,
go.
you do a custom thing.
How do I like?
Maybe
like,
you can't.
like add it.
Okay, maybe you can't. I'll do that. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh no!
Painting.
I clicked edit. Oh,
A
God.
painting of a beaver
Oh, I just
with
create item. I'm stupid.
angel wings.
Oh, it goes. See, I was creating
Who
item that was
is
happening, and I was
ascending up Mount Celestia with baby harp seals on it. There you go. The price is 1,500. Is that what I fucking said? I don't remember. Yeah, I did say 1,500. Rare. It is a unique item. Create item.
The
There you
painting?
go. There's your painting. Yeah, it's unique.
like, paint this unique item.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's somebody's family heirloom. I already know it.
The highest rarity, guys.
We just probably stole something from someone. Hopefully they're dead. They died in the attack, you know. And it's,
That's the best case scenario, I think.
In the next attack, they will be.
the next attack. My lord. Why is there another one?
War. War never changes.
War is hell.
I will real quick distraction from D&D. If you guys haven't seen fucking Fallout on Amazon, you need to.
Okay.
It's so good. Me and Mac have watched it. It's so good, and it's free on
Chat.
Amazon Prime.
I have not.
So if y'all buy shit from Amazon, you have Amazon Prime.
How long is the episodes? Are they?
They're about an hour long, and there's 8 of them.
There's
Fuck.
honestly super.
What is it like live action?
It is live
Yeah.
action, and there is not a wasted second of the entire show.
Every character in there has played the game before they filmed. Just like both New Vegas and Fallout 4, like what the up to date ones.
No, I think
right?
they only played Fallout 4, from what I understood.
only Fallout 4. Okay,
And I think
Fallout.
only one chick. I think the chick played Fallout 4. I don't think the other guys did.
No, they did. They commented on it actually.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure the
Yeah,
guy who plays the
I-
ghoul did not fucking play the game because he said games are not for him.
Maybe not him, but I know her
Yeah.
dad actually played it,
But yeah, I know he did. Yeah,
and I believe the other guys played it as well.
the guy who played her dad's the only guy when they interviewed him with IGN. When IGN was like, "Would you rather have a set of power armor or a pit boy?" He was the only person to be like, "I want a pit boy."
I don't fucking get one too, dude. Anyway,
All right,
I
so
mean,
detraction
I'm
over. Editing Q can cut all that out if he wants to.
Yeah, I mean we're
He
just
doesn't want to.
we're dicing up the rewards anyways.
Yeah. Here, I'll give a
Yeah.
clean cut for editor Q. And we're back. There you go. It's a good clean
We're
cut
back.
for him.
Japan.
Okay, so yeah, so y'all guys, Duke Evergreen just left y'all. It's up to y'all if y'all want to role play, or we can skip. Like I said, we can skip, do some time jumping, and everything.
You want to confront the frog.
You say la fuck.
I thought he said
No.
La Frog.
The fox.
Le frog.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. So what do I want to?
You don't have to have it right now. You could say like one of the nights when you're working, you guys can set it up and everything.
Yeah, you can just ambush him. Take him out.
Just be in a dark alley.
Well, because we're about to go like to a month away. You said we like train abilities or whatever like during that month, but then
Yeah,
go.
downtime.
So it's a month of downtime, but
Okay.
not 100% downtime. So
We're helping brief
If-
the
the idea is you guys have downtime, and if y'all want to, there's a set price that I looked up. that I can give you for the work you guys are doing. If you just want to spend your downtime working on the stuff with the villagers, you'll get that price. You can also earn income is an action if y'all want to do that and try to earn some income another way, and everything. And then there's also other things to do during downtime, like going in retraining skills, which means you take a training one skill and move it to another one. Different stuff like that.
Oh, you take away from one skill? and put it
Yeah,
to
you
another
don't
one?
gain training from like free. You take one training from a skill and retrain another one.
Nice.
Interesting. Okay, so you're basically switching out skills.
It's swapping out.
Yeah,
basically. I
essentially.
didn't.
Okay,
Interesting.
is interesting. Cool.
Train up my genealogy here.
Well, like there's some skills like like your genealogy lore that maybe you'll almost never use because it's so specific. You can take that out and like put it in thievery or stealth or stuff like that.
I think I'm just gonna like help shit integrate and kind of slip it.
Okay.
He's good at tinkering, isn't he?
Like if you want to spend your time forgoing income, like not helping the town in a traditional sense of like helping them rebuild the cities, the like places that have already been broken,
Yeah.
but integrate shit, and we can make some rolls for you to see like how well you do that, and then like build him up a little shop for him to tinker. Yeah, because he's a like he would be a level 0 like artificer basically.
Yeah. So I'd pitch him as like a beginning like tinkerer, repairman, like watch fixer, let's say.
Okay.
Clock
Well, if you
fixer.
want to do that, go ahead and roll me. Is it diplomacy? Is that the
Diplomacy? Would it?
diplomacy is what it's gonna be because you're gonna be trying to like persuade them to see the
Yeah.
the stuff of shit.
Sure.
Sure.
Why not? Why it no work?
Why what no work?
The add-on's not working.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, it might be if you're on Legacy, it doesn't work. I don't think.
Oof.
What the fuck? I didn't even see the dice.
There you go, 15.
Oh.
What happened?
Oh,
I
you
didn't
rolled
have-
it
I
twice
didn't
for
have
you?
either of those dice in my like.
Oh, okay. Then go ahead and roll fresh. Then we'll cut it all.
There it is. Okay. Okay, it's because it's in that's why. I did not know that.
A 15, I guess that's what it
plus
wanted you to-
4.
Plus 4,
Plus
19. Okay, so I think spending the whole time, I'll give you a circumstance bonus of +2. So
Okay.
you'll get a 21 on this roll total to integrate shit. And I think you actually do a pretty good job. I think you convince most, if not all of the locals to be like, this guy turned on his kobold friends. They treated him like shit. That's why his name was shit. And everything, and kind of like tell them the sad story of shit. And it kind of makes them pity him. A few of them kind of take on to him and kind of even help you build up this little like shop for him. Now I don't have a physical model for this because I don't fucking know what you guys are gonna do with that, but I will remember to put in a little new like house in here. Like I'll replace one of the houses with a little like tinker's shop for shit.
Shit shop.
The shit shop.
The shit show.
Shit's shit.
Shit.
Oh,
That's a good one too.
Because
gotta
his name
rename
is
that
spelled
guy.
shit, SHITT. So it can be shit's shit. And
That's
and that would actually be a good name. But yeah, we'll like I'll build him a little spot in here during like between sessions and shit.
I gotta rename that guy.
But yeah, he's fully on board. Shit loves it. He loves his like new job, and you're like, listen, you're gonna tinker. You can kind of learn how to do stuff, build some stuff, sell it to the people, work on their houses, and you kind of teach him to be. I would say you probably get him to like level 1 artificer, basically. Like he's like just starting out, and his shop will get progressively better as he learns. But he'll have like
I mean, that
random
sounds
assortments of
wicked.
shit.
I'm okay with this.
So that's what Graham spends his month doing. So you make no money. Actually, you know what? With all of the materials and supplies and everything, I think you even probably it costs you. I would say probably 5 gold, because shit will
That's
spend
fine with
all the
me.
gold you gave him and everything, like all
Too.
the silver and stuff. So, well, that's still a lot of gold. That's a lot of money.
It is. It's true.
So he'll spend his, and then you only need to spend a little bit of yours.
That's fine.
And the people help out too. Like I said, you convinced them enough. Even Duke Evergreen's a little proud of you for integrating him where Duke Evergreen really couldn't.
Fair.
Okay,
That's fine.
Tomon, Remus, what you guys doing during this time? We'll get through the all the metagame shit, like get through like
Okay.
what you guys do, and then if you want to have role play moments like talking to Tomon and all that, we'll do those later.
Okay. Then...
Is there anyone that can train stealth? Like in this village?
Nobody in this village. If
Okay.
one of your friends is, Remus
Don't they
is
have to be, like, an
untrained,
expert or something.
and Graham
not
is
either.
untrained. So yeah, nobody can help you there.
We'll just earn money.
So you can, to earn money, if you go to your actions and you click downtime, there's an earn income action. So you take a job, and then I secretly set the DC for the job, and then you roll to determine earnings and everything. So the task you're gonna do normally is a level 2 task. This is just the basic if you want to do. Is a level 2 task, and it is it's the expert level 2, so it's 3 silver pieces. And so every I think it's so subsequent days. Yeah. So I think I added out, and you'd basically get because it'd be 3 weeks, so 21 times 3. What did I fucking say it was? I think it should be 21 times 3. Let me just double check this. Yeah, so you'd earn 63 silver. Oh no, that's not what I have. 63 is the normal. Why do I have it lower? Oh. Okay. I see. You'd earn 43 silver. So this is for the whole month. You'd basically be working on building up the city. You'd earn 43 silver from them paying you and everything. The reason why it's lower than the maximum is because I'm assuming you don't pass every single day. I'm kind of giving you an average. If you want to do something else, like Tomon wants to do something, then you can give that to me. We can kind of figure that out on our own if we want to. But if you just want to take the medium sort of amount that I was saying, then you can do that too.
Well, how that skill I think got relatively like diplomacy.
Let me look. So Tomon, this would be details and then feats, and this would be a skill feat, and this is I think bargain hunter, I assume. Yeah, you can earn
Yes.
income
Where'd
using
you find
diplomacy. So if you go to on Wanderer's Guide, go to details tab, then you'll go to your feats, and your feats are scored by class, ancestry, and then skill. So I know this is a skill feat because I know it's based on diplomacy, and then I could see the tag diplomacy on bargain hunter. So I guessed it was that, and it was true. It was correct. So you can earn an income using diplomacy, spending your days hunting for bargains and reselling at a profit. You can spend time specifically sniffing out a great bargain on an item. This works as if you were using the earn income with diplomacy, except instead of gaining money, you purchase the item at a discount equal to the money you would have gained. So, I don't think you necessarily could do this time because the town is so deprived. This involves like you going around and buying things and reselling them, and it's such a small knit town. They don't have a lot. You doing this would very much be seen as like, oh, he's scalping. He's buying low from this person
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
sell high to me. Like they'd really quickly be like, that's shitty practice.
Yeah, that's fair. Probably just normal. urban combat.
Okay, then just
I don't
earn
think I
43
would.
silver then. And you're good. And then Remus, what do you want to do?
I think I'll just help the people. Honestly, just kind of rebuild the town and stuff.
Alright,
Where I can.
43 silver then. And you each earn that individually, by the way. Like, it's not 43 for the group. It's 43 for Remus, 43 for Tomon.
Yeah,
My own strengths in a business.
So yeah, and that makes sense. While Tomon and Remus are kind of like fixing up the town and like you guys are giving it your all and really helping them and everything, Graham helps integrate shit. Which nobody looks at Graham and is like, oh, you're not helping. Because of your persuasion, they kind of understand, oh, this is helping. And everything. So like I said, that's why they don't mind setting up a stall for shit. They don't mind setting up like a place for shit and a house. Like they need more residents anyway. And a whole month goes by of a lot. An event will happen at the end of the month. Obviously, that's why I'm time jumping, metagame wise. But did you guys want to do any roleplay moments during the month? Because I was pretty sure
Yep.
Remus wanted to.
Over on bronze list.
Is Graham been waiting for Remus to talk to him this entire
Yes.
he's just been like poking in the corner.
time? Is Remus
I just imagine Graham like walks by Remus when they're like working on stuff, and Graham's like, "You gotta fucking talk to him," and then just keeps going, and Remus is like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then like Graham will walk by later, like an hour or two later. You gotta fucking talk
He's
to
a fucking
Tomon.
fox.
His name was Tomon, but he told us it was Roswell. You gotta fucking talk to
I
him.
He's lying.
I just figure he does it in like the awkward way where he's like, "Wow, man, isn't that crazy that like that guy was a fox?" And everyone just kind of let it be. And he's like, "Wow, isn't that really nuts?" That Toronto, like he won't address it like
Yeah.
directly.
You
Just
guys
wow,
had a
that's
big
really
fit about
crazy.
me in the beginning, and now he's a literal fox man who can shoot lightning from his fingertips, and we're just letting it slide.
I think
But you raise people.
I think you misinterpreted what that was about. It wasn't about the fact that you were a rat or you had magic. It was the fact that you raised people from the dead and then used them as a human shield.
I gave
That's-
that man another
that's-
chance at an opportunity at a saving grace by doing us a favor.
That was what everyone was panicking about, by
Yeah,
the way.
everybody
You
wasn't
raising someone
mad.
using. No one was mad they used magic or they went, "Oh, wow, you're a rat. That's so fucking crazy." Everyone went, "That magic is
No one
wild."
was mad that
Would
you
you like to
that
die
you
for this
are
country?
a rat.
I already have.
People are mad that you are a rat.
Yeah, say it again. I've already died in service of this town. Thank you very much.
That's true.
I've given it my 110% effort. Okay, there's
Let me rephrase this. Would you rather an innocent citizen die in war for the first time and have that experience? Or would you rather just kill a lizard and have him do it again?
someone's got to figure it out.
Yeah, the lizard will a second time.
No, or just the first time. Everyone's got to figure out death for the first time.
Okay, let's interrupt it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Are we stuck in the house or where are we?
You can be wherever you want to. Like,
Okay.
it could be any time during this month. I assume, like, probably a few days of Graham pestering Remus, and then Remus is like, fuck. I assume the breaking point is probably, like, Graham's finally like, okay, listen, shit. I've been helping you. I need you to help me. Go up to Remus and tell him. And, like, shit walks up to you, and shit's like, wow, it's really weird that guy turned into a
Yeah,
fox
it's-
and, like, had a different name and all that.
Jake
and
comes out. He's like, "Wow."
and you can
Oh my
see
God.
just the verbal, like
Uh,
explosion that he's just regurgitating information out. He's not saying anything, and you're
The
just like,
vein.
"Fuck." I guess we're having this conversation.
You look down and I'm like, all of a sudden
You're like, you weren't even in the fucking room.
Yeah, like you weren't even there. Like,
Oh, also this whole time the tavern that was barely scathed by the entire fight. It only had the tussle that y'all had, which seems to have mostly been cleaned up. The woman who owns the tavern consistently opens it up, and if anybody wants a meal or wants a drink, she just gives it to them free of charge. For helping with the town and everything. And y'all, she gives like for the first week like the good shit. Like if you want wine, if you want cheese, if you want anything, she gives you for like a full week as like thank you for saving the town, for being heroes.
So, so I don't know about you. I don't know about you, Brand, but I'm kind of picturing either Tomon's bringing supplies to like some house in a dark corner, or like going to the tavern from a corner, like an alley, and we're just standing there as he rounds the corner, just hitting it.
I think you want this to be menacingly. Remus does not want this to be menacingly at all. I do. We have two completely
Yeah, I'm
different.
pretty sure how Remus would do it is Tomon sits down at the tavern at the end of a day. Remus walks up, sits down, plants right next to him, is like, so.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not like I'm not waiting in a dark alley for 3 hours, so fucking he can walk in and be like, I've been waiting for you.
In
So.
the alley,
Graham
checking
is like the
time,
Rick
time
to
to
Remus's
fucking-
Morty. Like Graham is
Bro.
like, wait in the dark alley.
Yeah.
It makes his dick hard. It makes his dick hard. Just wait.
Shit comes back. Shit comes back. Tell me it's going down. I wrote to him.
So like we're gonna do the good cop, bad cop, right, Remus?
That's literally what I picture. I literally picture like a Rick and Morty. It's just like, but we should really do this. And he's like, why do you want to do it that fucking way? And he's like, Rick, man, you never listen to me, bro. Like, you never take things.
You never let me raise dead bodies. You never let me kill people then raise them from the dead. When am I supposed to have fun?
It's literally the postcard. It's like, listen, Rick, I've stamped out my 9 stars.
I'm using my Morty today.
Yeah, like I've stamped
I'm
out my
using
9
my
stars.
yokai card.
We need to talk to Mon Remus, and I'm fucking sick of you
dark
putting up with it. Yeah.
I saved 3 citizens and maybe like a half of one for the kobold. I deserve at least 1 corpse.
Oh, God.
From your ankle, Remus, you just hear shit pipe up. Like, wait, I'm half man?
I count half a cent. Oh, it's 3 God. Okay, yeah, I don't know what Gray wants to do, but Remus is not gonna back alley fucking ambush this guy.
Shucks.
I am like at a tavern, or like when we're back. Like, are we all sleeping in the house? That's our house, right? Just the one that we took shit to. We're just all encompassed in there.
I guess.
Y'all
That's
can
what I
take
would
it if you
assume.
guys want. Yeah, like the sleeping arrangements are wherever you want.
Yeah, that's where it's, the buildings are all broken down, so it's not like there's like any real other shit here. So I would just pick like when we're at the little house together, and I'll bring some like wine or some beer from the tavern, and I'll just kind of slap it down. I'll drag my like chair over, and I'll kind of slap it down in front of Tamon. And I'll Roswell or Tamon, which one is it?
Yeah.
You're there too.
And-
Yeah,
Graham has
Graham
been
is
waiting
sitting in
all
the corner
fucking month,
holding.
dude.
He's holding the kobold skull, stroking it like menacingly. He's like
God.
cloaked in the
I was
shadow
gonna-
of the
I was
corner.
gonna say I'm behind Remus, like nibbling on cheese or some shit. He just came back from the tavern.
Like, he literally says yeah because he pokes his head over my shoulder and says yeah, and then goes
Yeah.
back to nothingness
Yeah,
and eats
just
on cheese
like
again.
that. I'll get like a big long like sigh. It's like, well, I hope you all will keep this a secret. But as you probably have guessed, Roswell is not my real name.
Holy
We haven't
fucking
guessed it, we
shit.
were told it.
I never
What do you
would have
say?
known.
My real name is Tomon. For reasons, I have some people after me, which may or may not kill me. So I'm hiding my identity. So I would appreciate it if you kept calling me Roswell when they're at a deeper level.
Interesting. Interesting. Tell me about Daniel Sarmesh.
Well, Daniel Shemesh He's the one who thought to kill me. So in essence, he is one of the ones I was running from. Of course, it's not just him.
But how do you know him?
Know him? Well, I don't know him very well. He's just a acquaintance of my father, you could say. And I know of him through him. We honestly haven't interacted very much, so I don't know him better than that.
He was a warden when I last saw him.
Yes, he's risen quite power since you've last known him. I suppose he's become quite powerful. Quite high up in the ranks.
So Taman, not from Valdaria, from Kian.
Wait, what?
No, Remus would get that because of the talk of Daniel Shemesh and everything.
Yeah,
like
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I know he would get that. Yeah.
I'm just making sure, like, because y'all sounded
Yeah.
like, wait, how did he get that? Like Remus,
No,
Remus
I
has
know he would.
That was
I-
just Graham.
More
like, pointing
Toman
out
was just
more.
hoping he would bring it up.
Oh, the mayor from Kian. I have business to deal
your
with. that,
backstory.
man.
Spill it now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll give like another long sigh. As like, yes, I'm also not from Aldaeon. From beyond originally, but also keep that quiet. Wait,
I have another question that'll make you sigh again.
Hold on real quick, Graham. By the way, it's Cayenne.
that's what I've been saying, right?
Yes. Now go ahead, Graham. Sorry.
Was it your mother or the father that was the fox?
Well, if you're asking where I got the fox from, it would be my mother.
I don't know why that matters. I was just kind of curious.
I guess you'll notice that as well. I guess it was pretty obvious.
I a little hard when you kind of disfigured your whole body, change back into like a flesh human.
It's not a disfigurement. I would not call it that at all.
I don't know. I mean, like I've seen some fucked up shit with my one eye, but that was just weird.
And I'll kind of like actually like transform back. Now that like, you're speaking, like we're alone in a room.
Yeah.
This is probably Shit's first time seeing it though. I think he's.
Holy shit.
Oh,
I forgot my funny line after that.
Like,
is that why Submerged wanted you dead?
no, I do not think so. I don't know if
So
he
let
even
me
knew
let me
I
give some
was.
context real quick, Tamon.
Yeah.
So Daniel Shemesh was a warden, and you would know all this. He gained some rank after he outed a infidel
Liar!
inside his small town that he was living in as a warden.
Misinformation.
He then gained power, gained more wardens under his control,
Fake news.
and eventually was given by your father the mantle of shogunate, the general and leader of the entire nation of Cayenne. When he was there, he was seen almost as if he was also a war advisor, a military advisor, and a friend to your father. Like he was directly involved with your father. They were best friends.
Interesting.
You knew of him. You knew how he acted. You were like friendly with him. And when your father would have you sit in on war council meetings, you could see how they acted together, and they were like inseparable. And it was that one day where you walked into Sirmesh's office after hearing some arguing that you heard your father talk to Sirmesh, and Sirmesh was like, "You just got to kill your kid." And the father was like, yeah, that's what I'm doing, and that's the whole conversation that you heard. So it was kind of a shock, like that's why you ran, that your father and a person who you would consider more than an acquaintance, like a friend, and your father's best friend, kind of like you would probably see him as an uncle at this point, like not
Yeah,
anymore,
more like
but
a. Yeah,
yeah.
I guess more like an uncle. Yeah.
like he was basically like your father's brother, like the way your father treated him. And he's the one that offered to kill you. That was like, we should kill him.
Yeah, I know. I hate him too.
What was your question again? I don't know.
Oh god. Oh, why did he want you dead?
Oh, hold
Oh.
on, give me a second. Tomon, let's see your let's see something real quick.
Okay.
What's your intelligence, Tomon? Just a +1?
That's one.
I'll give you
will
your
go back.
level, so that would be a +3. Yeah, okay, we'll do a +3. I'm gonna do recall knowledge for you. Let's see what you get. Okay. Thinking back and bringing up all this about Daniel Shemesh, you remember as your father had you read up about all of his political advisors to know which ones were dangerous and which ones weren't. He had you read about Shemesh. And you, as you're talking to Remus, and Remus is so interested in why is Daniel Shemesh important to you, blah, 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 all this stuff, it clicks in your mind. And you remember that the person he outed as an infidel in that small town so long ago was, what you didn't change your name, right, Ryan? Remus was always Remus?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah. Was Remus Whispervale, the man in front of you that you're assuming. And that clicks and you're like, because you're like thinking to yourself, like, you're like, why does this guy give a fuck about Daniel Shemesh? Like, he should have had no interact, and then boom, it clicks, and you're like, oh.
You guys seem like you have a lot of thoughts.
Well, I'm still waiting on the answer to my question.
Remus, you were. I remember now, Daniel Shemesh. You were that infidel. You brought it out.
Falsely accused, and I'll like throw the table against the wall. I didn't do anything.
What? Our food?
Fuck the food, Graham.
What was it he was accused of? Hugh?
Being an infidel, which is
Sleeping with
Okay.
Daniel Semesh's wife
Yeah,
because I was beautiful.
he there wasn't
And
too
he
much
took it from
details.
me.
There wasn't too much details given to you specifically, but essentially, Remus had fornicated with a married woman, had slept with a married woman,
Supposedly.
and therefore had to be outed and disowned by the nation of Cayenne and the town that he lived in, and he was exiled as his quote unquote execution because he was supposed to be executed, but he was instead exiled.
It's fake news. All right, they bought the journalist. They went to
They
the
didn't buy
highest
the
man on
journalist,
the
they
job.
had the journalist.
They
They
were
are
the
the
journalist.
journalist,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know.
So this Shemesh falsely accused you. What's the story there?
I still to this day have no idea. That's why I want to ask.
He's just randomly tied to you.
I woke up one day, opened up my door, and was told that I did something I had never done before.
He did talk about how he brought us all there. How he kind of fated us to meet.
Using lies and slander.
Well,
You mentioned a lot about changing our fates and binding it.
yeah, I don't. Can I still see lines? Are we connected at all?
If you want to
Now that we're
ping,
new?
there's
Why
no
not?
threads
Ping.
of fate from any of
Nothing
you.
at all.
Now, shit, as a like, there's the one between Tomon and his Eidolon, but I don't think Ginray's out right now. I'm assuming he summoned him back in, so that one doesn't ever go away because it's not a thread of fate. It's some other thread that you don't know. Now, the Kobold shit does have one.
Okay. You know, I mean, he pretends to be a god, but ever since I touched that man, I have these lines in my eyes that I kind of can't really get rid of. And I don't know if I just looked at the sun wrong or if it was because of the deal.
Lines. What are they? Are they connected to something? Just random lines?
Well-
Are you sure you don't need to see a doctor? You were
That
hurt
sounds
pretty
like a
badly.
medical problem.
They come and go periodically, but I mean, back in the main encounter, we all had lines attaching us to, I believe, him, if I'm getting that correctly.
And to each
And-
other.
Yeah, and to each other, and then they were severed, and they're still not here, but shit has one going somewhere.
But I intuit at these like might be like lines of fate. That's right.
If you go,
Like from his perspective.
Reeves has no idea what lines we're talking
I
about.
don't even know what
What's
this is.
what's
I don't
your
know
what's
too
your religion, Tomon? Plus
My
2.
religion.
Oh,
is-
man.
Plus 2 for your wisdom modifier. Okay, so okay. Okay, I've got it. We're adding that plus. Okay,
Got the
excuse me. Essentially, Tomon, you kind of ponder on this idea that Graham's kind of talking. If Graham's being very vague, it doesn't really, you don't understand too much. But you do understand, like, in your teaching, you learned about different religions, you learned about different magical artifacts, different things. And one thing that was talked about is the god's ability to thread fates of people together, and the threads of fate that interwoven people together and everything. And that the gods fate out your life to be a certain thing. That's what you're fated to do. And like for example, probably Duke Evergreen was fated to be the leader of this town, and he's fated to take care of this town until he dies, and that's kind of his fate that the gods made for him. And so as long as he stays on that path and lives that life, he will have a great life, will be fated for great things, and he'll exceed that and then die when his fate no longer needs. Fates intertwine between each other when people meet. So when Duke Evergreen met you three, your fate's intertwined with his, but eventually you'll go on and do your own fate, and he'll go on and do his own fate. It's really weird for Graham Dev told you that all three of you do not have essentially threads of fate anymore.
Graham, what you're talking about sounds like it might be lines of fate, but it'd be strange why we wouldn't have any. But perhaps this Daniel is somehow manipulating fate himself.
Well,
Itself.
he's not really Daniel, is he? Like he changes into people.
Whatever
Daniel
his
is just
real name
one
is.
of him. So we don't really know what he truly could be.
Truly.
Yes, truly.
Truly.
I like that fruit. We should. We could follow the shit line if you like and see where it goes.
Is it going somewhere?
So to clarify, shit has a line of fate. It doesn't
Is he
lead
going
to anything particular that you can see.
Yeah, but like,
No, like it
Not a
doesn't
cat?
lead off in a direction that you're like, oh, I could follow this. It's just
okay,
by looking in this, you could see he is fated to do something.
okay,
He
okay,
is chosen.
okay. I got you. Well, never mind then. Yeah, I don't know too much on the subject. I know more about other things, but I cannot share that with you.
Well, perhaps this fate business is why he decided to mess with us in the first place. But who could really know unless we find him again and force the answers out of him?
I like that.
I
We
wouldn't
did try
mind having
once.
a talk with him. All fine.
Oh, by the by, are we being hunted? Because you said men were looking for you.
You're
are-
being hunted.
They are looking for me. I don't think they'd have any reason to look for you two.
Well,
And I've been trying to hide myself as well as I can. As long as you don't spread the name Toman around, I'm sure we'll be fine.
very well.
Aren't technically both of you being hunted?
No, not at all. Why would I
My
be
grand-
hunted?
Graham was sent out by his cult?
Right.
What was
Like-
it again?
My family.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The cult. The cult.
You all are so demeaning. We just went through 6 nights of hardship together, and now you're gonna rag on where I came from after we just discovered he's a fox being fucking hunted who's gonna endanger this city at some point in our life again? But hey.
I'm gonna be honest, that works for me. It leads me to Surmesh. I'll take it.
I do apologize. I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah.
How you referred to them.
You're still learning about my culture as I'm yours. It's understandable. Oh god.
Did we
You ever
ever
get there?
talk about your vision? We just kind of left you. to
No,
What?
no one said
What?
shit to him.
Nope.
mourn, right?
Nope.
I feel like it's been a
because
while.
he was pretty down. He was a pretty sad little rat there for.
I'm very indifferent, if you cannot tell. Like, I
Well-
mean,
Yeah.
like, I've seen some fucked up things, but I kind of want to help shit.
Graham, you seem to be doing a lot better. I guess you're taking the Bruce. That guy gave you pretty well.
Oh, the dirty fucking lies he told me? No, I'm not.
Oh, he told you lies then.
Yes. Yeah. Untruthful. Very. We don't trust him, remember?
So I will say, magically inside of you, when you say the words "they're lies," physically, like I told you before, you cannot.
Oh,
like,
I'd be like hurling or
Yeah,
gagging or
you
something.
cannot comprehend their lie. It's almost like when Gollum is talking, he's like, like Graham would literally be like, "They're lies," like be like freaking out because like you literally like, or Graham would be like discontent when he's like lies. They're just little lies. Because
I
like
think
you
he has, like,
physically have to take them as truth. Like that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
part of the magic behind it. Is 100% truth.
No, a lot of denial. Anyway, I feel like we need to stop crying and go to sleep now.
Very well.
What the fuck is this?
And you see shit at the bottom of you guys. Where Remus threw the table, all your food, all your ale, everything. Shit was just sitting there eating it. And he's like downed all your cups of ale and he's like drinking the final one. And he like asks the question like, what the fuck is this? As he holds up the ale and then begins downing it more.
You'll find out, buddy.
Hold the alcohol well.
What? Huh? Alka. Huh? Oh.
I guess we'll find out. Lock the door. Make sure he doesn't get out.
Yes, I think that'd be best. Paint him to the wall.
He just drinks the cup, like finishes it, and everything is like, ah. Oh fuck. And then he falls over and like falls asleep.
That's not bad. It could have been so much worse.
It very much could have.
That could have been so much worse.
Yeah, nappy do, I guess, boys.
Interesting. Graham likes to really get into other people's backstories, but fucking hates when questions about him come up. Man, he's not a fan about that one. Let me tell you what.
So
But after
tomorrow,
everything that
after
happened,
Graham's
fuck no.
working with shit, he goes down a dark alley and sees Tomon and Remus waiting for him.
Yes.
Just staring at him, and he's like, guys, he's like,
idea.
what the fuck? Yeah, he's like, guys, come on.
Come
Head
on,
turned back
guys.
and shit's there like this.
No,
Time to
shit's more like
ambush
got a
your back
dagger
door.
out and he's like pointing it at you, and then Remus and Timon look down at him and then take another look and they're like, wait, no, what the? And shit's like, wait, I thought we're not. Oh, and he like puts the dagger away.
Too far. Put it back.
That's so funny.
That'd be so good, dude. Fucking down. What the fuck, guys?
He's like, shit's like, I thought you said Serrate is back, not listen to his backstory.
Oh, I thought you were killed. No, dude. No one said that ever.
No one even mentioned that.
Anybody's mouth.
I swear I heard you say skin him alive and cook his flesh.
And wear it as a flag. Like, what the fuck is going
All
on?
we said was like, just take him to a back alley and talk to him.
Listen, what
you
you
think
said.
And then we release this idiot on the town. We just allowed him to set up a shop. Like,
Shit's gonna wear a shirt that says instructions unclear. I slit his throat.
It's gonna come up.
He is the rogue of our party.
It's coming up. Can you fix my pocket watch?
Yes, I can murder your wife.
Whoa.
No,
you
it's more
order
like,
Ted?
yes, I'll murder Ted. But Ted's my neighbor. Like, I've heard you talk shit about him. I'll murder him for you. Don't worry. The pocket
know
watch is
you hate
compensation.
Ted.
No, I just want you to fix it. It's okay. I know you hate him. I'll stab him.
I know you hate that. No,
Alright, so any other roleplay moments before we time jump?
No, I'm pretty good.
Okay. Got it all out of your system. Good. So, 3 full weeks go by. And then,
Oh, can we heal?
you guys can. Yeah, you guys can full heal, actually, because you guys have enough time. You guys can just take a
I'm
long
not
rest and
even
then full heal. While I set this shit up. And not like that.
You're setting shit up with a girlfriend?
No, I'm setting shit up to fail.
Oh.
Oh, that sounds dumb.
You lose a hero point, DM.
Good. I like losing hero points.
Wow, I liked that too, but then you made me stop.
I was a big fan until all of a sudden you liked it. And I hated it.
Now I hate you. You filthy idiot. We're gonna lose that one. I like this one better. Okay.
Who's that?
Where the fuck is a horse? There we go. There's a fucking
What the
horse.
fuck is a horse?
What the fuck is a horse, bro?
What is a horse?
Bro, have you ever seen a horse? They be fucking ballin'. How do I fucking... Oh, it's right there. Okay, cool. Okay. So, let's get some... Let's get some new music going.
Battle music, go.
Ability rated.
Dragon arrives.
Okay, apply that. So, one of the days after about 3 weeks of working on the town, tiring labor, you guys are kind of getting tired. All of you are kind of itching to like figure out your stuff, except maybe Toman, who's hoping to literally just let this all pass. You hear towards the entrance to the town a trumpet give a like, and
That's always good.
Duke Evergreen immediately, like, you could see him, he stands up from what he's doing, looks at you three with like wide eyes, walks up to you, like gathers you, and goes, "We have to get to the start of town, right now. No, let me do the talking. Don't say shit. Leave the kobold."
Okay.
I do want to know that Ginray is not gonna be something.
Sounds good.
Okay, so it's important.
Ginray's dead. I killed him.
No.
No, he's just unsummoned. You're good. I can resummon him. So you see a gallant knight walking in pretty substantial armor. Comes through on a horse. Comes through the front of town, like the top, the
Comes from the
gate
top.
of town. Kind of walks in. He's got 3 knights behind him, full clad knight armor, all of them. The one on the horse is more elegant. You can see like more gold inlays on it. It's silver armor. He is carrying a shield and a mace. He holds himself pretty pompously, like kind of holding himself up, kind of looking at you guys, like lowering down to look at you guys. Like he does not look like he's some average chump. This is some like big boy, big time boy. Duke Evergreen bows and looks at the rest of you to do the same.
We'll give like a elephant bow.
Halfway.
Graham like does a little shitty one. The trumpet sounds again, and then the person's who's the trumpet, I don't have their mini on here. They're just like a little trumpet boy, says, hey ye, the Knight of Order from Rhinefell, Knight Ilias, which I will put all of that in session pictures.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Raging asshole.
I love how I can just smell it from like a
What
mile
a night
away.
was this ship.
Anybody who has the trumpet boy who has to announce his presence, he can't do it himself.
He's definitely a dick.
And so Ilias takes off his helmet, and you can see a human face with long golden locks that fall to about like his shoulders.
Oh, he's a dick. He's got the blonde.
His hair looks like it's pristine, like he's never touched battle. Like all 3 of you that have now been in some combat were like, this guy hasn't fucking wielded his sword once. There's no fucking way. And he goes, well. If it isn't my old friend, Duke Evergreen, is it? You've the leader of this small town, correct? And Duke Evergreen like kneels and goes, yes, Knight of the Change. Knight of the Change. I got Dune on my mind because it just came out and I was watching it. Knight of Order. Ilios, is it correct? Yes, but you may call me Knight of Order. Continue. Yes, Knight of Order. I am the proprietor of Dravil. Our small, humble abode owes Rhymefell all that it has. That is good, because we will be taking a lot from it. Duke Evergreen kind of pauses and like looks up at him and goes, I thought you were bringing aid. Bringing aid for rebels? Why would we do such a thing? We were ready to cut you all down. It seems we don't have to. Duke Evergreen goes, I beg your pardon, sir, but rebels we are not. Humble farmers. We've been under attack. Ah, that is what this town looks like. I thought it was just shit all the time. Whatever. I am here for a decree. Trumpet boy! And he kind of runs back out and he goes, give the decree from Lord Kieran of Rhymefell. And the trumpet boy like nods and then does the trumpet thing and he goes to put it up and like Evergreen looks at him like, you fucking dare. And he like pauses for a second. Then he looks at Ilias and Ilias gives him like a nod and he goes, and you can see like Evergreen's clenching his fist, like when it's to his side. He's got a hand on his sword, which this is not the like flaming sword. That one's like a two-handed sword. This is like a one-handed short sword that he has. That he's like clutching that, and gripping it so tight you get to see him like wearing on it, and he's gripped his hand so tight you could see the white in his like palm is becoming red as he's like clawed into himself. Like obviously holding back. The trumpet boy then says, I decree from Lord Kieran of Rhymefell. It is decreed that the citizens of Dravil are in subordination of the winter reaping. It has been an entire month and you have not sent your supplies and your men. Therefore, you have lost your right to govern yourselves and will now be subject to the Order of Rhymefell. The Knight of Order has been sent to displace you and bring you peacefully. If you choose bloodshed, it will be the end of your line. And then he kind of rolls it up and kind of looks at Ilios, and Ilios nods, and he kind of goes back. And he goes, you heard the decree from Lord Kieran of Rhymefell. You are to drop your arms and submit. And you see Duke Evergreen's like holding back and everything. And then he kind of like pauses and he goes, Knight of Order, Ilios, I beg of you. We've just been attacked by a band of kobolds, maybe hundreds. We are barely surviving from that reeling, and we had requested supplies and aid be sent from Rhymefell. I admit, as the leader of this town, I had forgotten about the winter reaping because all of this happened during it. We've not had time to take a reaping, not time to send our men, to send our food. We barely are surviving with what we have. Please, I beg of you, Knight of Order, see our plight, see that our people are starving, see that we need aid, we need help. Who are these others that are with you? You're men of the Watch? I don't recognize them. They look like men who might be able to wield a weapon. This is our saviors. We called them the heroes of Dravil because they protected us. This is Graham, and he points to you, Graham. Fuck, I almost said Tamon. Roswell.
Yeah, I was about to call him
Roswell.
Rebellious.
Roswell.
And then Remus. And he like points to all three of you and introduces you, and he says they can speak about the battle that happened on Travel. They helped save us. They are not citizens. I don't believe they even call Gallon their home. They were just travelers who happened to stand up and become heroes. Tell him.
Yes, what he says is true. We're just simple travelers who helped a village in flight.
You destroyed kobolds, hundreds of kobolds.
Oh, yes. Decapitated and burned their bodies as well. Just to make sure.
Well, it seems you have good allies, Duke Evergreen. Well, the three of you, what do you choose? Put down your arms? Or do you choose to fight us?
Oh, we're not citizens.
So you do not submit to the rule of Lord Kieran of Rhymefell?
I just don't think it's fair to kick.
And Duke Evergreen kind of like pushes to you guys. Is like, shut up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck. Like he gives you a look, and he's like, they are unaccustomed to our ways, Knight of Order. They don't understand the way we do business. As I said, they're foreigners just here to help. We paid them for their services. They will probably be leaving soon. I beg of you, Knight of Order, please give us 3 weeks. We will gather the winter reaping and will send it. I will give you 3 weeks, but I want 30% of the reaping sent to Rhymefell to please Lord Kieran's ego for being accosted, and 5% of the food will be sent directly to my house in Rhymefell. Yes. Knight of Order. That can be done. Yes, we should be able to manage that. We will struggle, but we will be able to do it.
What type of...
I'm just gonna lean into Duke Evergreen. I'm like, this man can't even duel, and you're just gonna take that.
Duke Evergreen looks at you with a look that, like, as somebody who's been in battle, you understand. He gives you a look which you, like, recognize, and he's like, this is not the only fucking knight. This is not the only like, we fuck him up, we have an army coming.
All right.
What if they don't find out?
He drops on his knees and, like, does, like, a praying, like pleading motion. Duke Evergreen does to Knight Ilios and says, "Thank you, Knight of Order. We are blessed by your generosity. It has been an amazing blessing. We will get that done as soon as possible. 3 weeks is all we need. 3 weeks is all you will get then. In 3 weeks, I will be bringing an army, and we will be taking 100% of everything in this small shithole of a town." And Duke Evergreen, like, goes to say something, then he literally, without even saying anything, like, turns around and fucking leaves.
I feel like I know how to do nothing.
And they just fucking leave. And then Evergreen looks to the rest of you once, like, he holds it there and he kind of shows you guys, like, hold it here for a second, everything. And then when they're gone, he, like, and you can see his entire paw, his entire, like, inside is all fresh blood just been pouring out, dripping into the snow. His hand was stuck on his hilt the entire time for his sword, and he finally, like, relaxes and he goes, and you can see he does, like, lay on hands on himself, which you guys have seen before, and he, like, heals up the paw a little bit and, like, kind of shakes it, and he goes, "Thank you for as much as you did. I understand what you're going to say, that I looked weak and was pitiful, and yes, that is what I looked like."
Yeah, you're damn right. I don't even want to thank you for this encounter.
That was Knight Ilios. He is the knight in charge of the armies of Rhymefell, sent directly from the capital of Valenfrost to aid Lord Kieran of Rhymefell. I should probably explain how our nation of Galen works. We're all independent. Mac, you did not mute.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Fuck.
It was funny though. It caught me so off guard. That was hilarious. Oh,
Kitty.
I thought you were doing that to flippin' Duke Evergreen. That's why I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I did too. At first.
Oh man, can you imagine?
I'm going to now. That's funny.
So he says, "I will give you a quick lesson on Galen. We are independent cities, towns, villages within a massive nation. We each operate independently of each other, but our smaller towns need a bigger army to defend sometimes, like in an event of a cobalt attack. We have our Lord Kieran of Rhymefell, with the city of Rhymefell, to back us, to help us. This is also where we send our winter reaping. When you were here, we happen to be having the Remembrance Festival, which happens right before the winter reaping, where every so many years we send our young and abled bodies, a percentage of them, to Rhymefell, as well as a food supply to aid in the city. They then send a percentage of what they get from all their towns to the capital of Valenfrost, which keeps our armies, our military strong and powerful, even though we are all separated. What he was claiming there is we were being traitorous. We weren't sending in our supplies, and therefore we were going to be declared an enemy to Gallon, to the nation of Gallon.
That was very clear.
Which is why I kissed his ass as hard as I could, because I did not want any more bloodshed in my town. And I'll be damned if he takes it from me. But again...
I'm not.
Oh, go ahead, Remus.
I wasn't saying bloodshed. Just a duel. First to disarm.
You
Could've
think
done it.
a man like
Oh,
that, with armor as pristine as his, would settle with a duel?
I mean, break his leg, and I feel like he'd be cowardly enough to fold.
He has an ego.
You underestimate the Knights of Valenfrost and the Knights of Gallon in general. He may look like some upper-class shithole who looks down on us, but he was taught how to fight by the best. He knows how to wield a weapon, even if he's never picked one up.
I can disarm.
Maybe you could, and maybe you will. But it looks like, once again, I'm asking for your help. I need you to travel
Here we go.
to Rhymefell. Plead with Lord Kieran on our behalf.
Oh God.
Let him
I was about to
see-
be like, why don't we just plead?
Let
plead
him
the-
see
the Lord?
reason as to what happened here. Show him as a third party who is unbiased in what happens with Draville. That we need aid, we need help. And we can be saved. If not, I will prepare the people for a hard fight.
Did he not receive your call for aid? Did that mean nothing?
My messenger never returned, and it's been 3 weeks. I doubt he was allowed to live, if he even got there in the first place.
Listen, I was deemed a threat since the first moment I walked into town. I've had ulterior motives since the first time I came into town. Now, I tried to be nice and show people here I'm not threatening and whatnot, but how long do you think that will take? Because if it takes too long, then my life's fucked.
He throws a backpack at your feet.
I don't even want the backpack. I want information from this.
You
I want you to locate
you
an item for me.
smell from the backpack.
Oh my God, it's cheese.
Listen, cheese is tempting, but this is more important. I need to locate an item.
What about 2 scuba stacks?
As I said for helping me, my assets are yours. If you need location, if you need to find something, I've already offered to Remus to reach out to my contacts and try to find any information on Adric, on Oberon, and all these names that you've said.
Very well. Do you have?
Do you have description of this
more?
item? Do you know what it looks like? Where it was last seen? Anything to help pinpoint it?
Do you?
That's a damn good question. I don't think I
Ooh.
have pinpointed, but the name.
Do you even know what you're looking for?
I do. I'm
little
trying to
Graham?
find the dock, but now I just keep getting fucking pop-ups because of that.
The last thing I remember us talking about was the Staff of Healing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you picked something else.
We discussed something.
You're right, we did. But I didn't know if you decided on that or not.
Yeah. We.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I don't know. Then it would have been the the other thing we talked about was the staff of I think it was Relius, right?
Yeah. Where the fuck did I write that?
Let me look. Hold on.
Oh, right there.
Planes.
Yeah, Staff of Relius.
Yeah.
Is what the name is we called it for.
Yeah.
And then I believe we discussed a different item for it. That's what I had written.
Yeah, like I said, until we find it, you let me know what you want. Yeah, so you would say the Staff of Relius, is that the only name you have, and he genuinely, you could tell he's intrigued, and he's like, "What the fuck? How do you know that name?" Sort of look at you, and then he goes, "I will do my best to find that. You know, that's an ancient artifact from a time
I'm aware
long
of
before."
what I am doing. If you give me that information, then I will do my best with this. And that is the deal I will make.
I will try my best, but only my assets go as far as they go.
That's fine, and your assets do not retrieve it either.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Hey, alright, fine. Fine.
Listen, I'm a
God.
desperate Leonin asking for your aid. If there's something you want for this, I understand. You're not in a position to need anything from me, or for me to offer you anything you would want. I know where I stand. The scales are not in my favor, but I need help. Or what's gonna happen is I'm gonna send every one of those people out of this town. And
Very
I'll
well,
kill every single one of the soldiers they send to me. Because I'm not fucking losing this place.
I can help you with that. That's an option.
Good.
That's an option if we want to rebel. I would prefer
And you can just
not
keep your
bloodshed.
harvest.
So everyone gets murdered.
The rebellion would not last long, just so you know. Maybe the armies of Rhymefell we could take, but when Valenfrost hears about this, they will send their army of 10, 20,000 soldiers. We can't handle that. That
Well,
is insurmountable. That we will die. They will starve us, siege us.
listen. I will talk to them. If you get information for my item, I know people. I'll just put it that way.
I am not getting in bed with the Black Hand.
You'd be doing them a favor.
I'd be subjecting all of my citizens to death.
No, they would not touch them. They'd be taking the
Your
people that
Black
are
Hand
trying
is a
to harm
menace
them.
on society.
And
you are
you're
a
desperate
denizen,
Leonin whose town's still gonna be
not
murdered if you
desperate
don't produce
enough,
crops.
apparently.
Very well. You know what? You know what? Fine. Shun me for my.
I shun you for nothing, Graham,
option,
for
but
I don't think you know
Let's see
any
how
better.
desperate the situation gets.
But the Black Hand would not stop with the freedom of this town. We would be usurped into their empire and taken. Dravil would be lost to time.
Under the safety of them,
Under the slavery
else-
of them.
nobody else would threaten this town. You would be able to keep your crops.
We would be able to keep nothing. Your Black Hand steals everything from everyone. They take lives. They murder folks and turn them into undead abominations like you yourself do. Don't speak to me of the Black Hand like you think it's some benevolent organization. Even you have to know after seeing this, the world is more than just their disgusting, corrupted way of life.
Oh, we're corrupted? Because right now I see a knight who thinks this whole town is changed on them from a war that you needed help with that you could not handle by yourself. And now it's still a desperate situation no matter what. Sorry for offering help. We'll leave it there. I'll still help you.
He looks at you like, what the fuck is this little rat?
Yeah. How dare you take my idea? I hate that you didn't do it. I'll still help. Fuck you, though, by the way. Like, in that entire conversation.
Yeah, I'm done. You guys go if you need more
Oh, okay.
convincing.
Nah, I mean,
He reaches for the backpack.
Take it. I did not want it. I will find more wherever we go.
we could try the king.
It's not a king, it's a lord.
Alright, sorry, Lord. Yes.
Lord, Jesus.
You will have a bunch.
Not a panty raid, but a cheese raid.
A cheese raid.
Une plate de fromage.
Oh, the king's cheese!
We are going to steal the
We-
Lord's cheese.
We are going to steal the cheese.
Hell yeah. Alright. Are we setting out right now then?
Up to y'all. I didn't know if either the other two wanted something from Evergreen.
I'm thinking about something.
Oh, he's thinking about something.
I don't think so. He already kind of helped me out. So
You think my cat is fucking
It's-
weird.
What is the name? Duke Evergreen? Evergreen, right?
Duke
Yes.
Evergreen is the name of the
Duke
Leonin in front of you. Yes.
Okay. Duke Evergreen. I would be willing to help you out negotiating with the Lord, pleading on your behalf. If I could just ask for a future small favor if I needed help.
What is this favor?
Nothing specific yet. I have a feeling I will need things and help in the future.
I don't do
But it's like-
IOUs, if that's what you're asking.
Nothing crazy. Just like help for like procuring an item I need at some point. Or anything of like a very small matter. Just help me out when I need it. That's all I'm asking. Nothing that you're free to refuse if it's too much at the time. Just some future
How about we say that you get to keep your little secret, and I get you to negotiate for me, because
Are you
someone
threatening
came
me?
looking around while you were gone for Toman Cayenne, and he drops a severed head that he was hiding in the backpack that he pulls out of the backpack. And you notice now when you think about it, the backpack was not thrown in front of Graham, it was thrown in front of you. And
Oh, what
the
the
head is the head of a Cayenne assassin, basically like a ninja setup, with the seal of the House Oni.
I think we're all just staring at him again.
So Duke Evergreen just called him Toman Cayenne.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
he
think
did.
Graham would understand what that means, but Remus would fucking know the name Cayenne is the imperial house name given to those that are the emperor or his sons.
Jesus.
I got notes. Hang on.
I'm
I
trying to
gotta
figure
write
out,
something
like,
down.
I'm trying to figure out how he's gonna his podcast because he's not happy. But I don't know what to say. But yeah.
It's okay. You take your time, buddy. You talk to him when you're ready. Don't you worry.
Guess we're gonna do the good cop, bad cop thing now.
Okay. So I'll look ahead and I'll look back at him and say, so what you're saying is you're threatening me that if I don't go, you'll reveal my secret to everyone. Is that
No.
what you're saying?
I'm proving to you that I killed assassins sent to kill you. So I've already got your back. And yes, I questioned one of them to figure out who the hell they were looking for. And I assumed it was you, one of the three of you. I figured out it was you when I went to confront the three of you to ask, and overheard your little conversation about where you're from and how you've hidden your name.
I'm just fast.
I rolled secret perception checks for all of you. You guys all failed checking to see if he was there. Shit
see
knew,
yours.
but you guys didn't give a shit about shit. No, I'm just joking. Shit didn't. I didn't roll for
That
it.
would have been funny.
Can you imagine, dude? The lizard guy's like, I'm on the trail. Like, the fuck?
He's the big bad the whole time.
Dude.
I was
Oh,
gonna have
God.
shit roll, but then you guys knocked over the table, and I was like, it'll be funnier if shit just gets absolutely shit faced.
That is funny to me, yeah.
That's fair. It's also probably more like a kobold.
Oh, also Remus, you would recognize the head too. That like it's a Cayenne assassin sent from House Oni.
Okay.
Because like you grew up in Cayenne, you would know the different house symbols. Oh,
Okay.
also for both of you, Daniel Shermech was from House Oni. That's where he
Yeah.
grew in notoriety.
Nice.
I kind of give a sigh as he just fucking name dropped the shit out of me.
Yup.
Good.
Well, I appreciate you taking care of my assassin. I suppose I can do you a favor in return, though I wish you wouldn't have screamed it out.
I don't like when people bring needless violence into my town. Your need for secrets cost the life of 2 of my citizens before I found these assassins and put them down.
I'm sorry that it cost lives. I'll give like a kind of like a respectful bow, I guess. I guess it's yeah, that's what we'll do. As like a apology bow or something like that.
Yeah.
It's rare to see loyalty do that.
What'd you say? You say to see royalty do that?
It's rare to see royalty do that.
I'm not sure you can call me royalty anymore.
Oh, you've got a history.
One day, you'll have to tell it to me.
Totally all.
I need you guys to start immediately. I can prepare a small cart and a horse to get you there quickly. It should only take you 2 days to get to Rhymefell on horse and cart. I should have sent my messenger on one, but we needed it. Now we have to have these negotiations done before the 3 weeks is up.
Time to negotiate with another lord.
Time to make another deal, apparently. And he looks directly at you,
Nope.
Rally.
Oh.
Remus.
Nope. Not to me.
Be a new experience.
You'll have to tell me
Yeah.
about the deal sometimes, Remus. Or
Yeah.
have you told us about the deal?
He's mentioned.
He's-
I have
He's
said I
mentioned-
have made a history in
Yeah, I don't know if he's
multiple
given us
bad
details,
deals. No.
Yeah. You'll have to tell me about this deal you made sometime, Remus.
It's a long, boring story.
Oh,
We have 2 days.
time on our trip. You know my story.
That was begrudgingly told, and I figured it out through someone else. You didn't tell me anything.
That is true.
Roswell.
I saw him change into a fox. That shit was weird.
That shit was weird.
I didn't
Like,
tell you
just
'cause they
shit
were
behind you says that.
assassins after.
Well, you did.
But
you
I guess
did
you're
tell
already
me.
mixed up in it now. If we're traveling together.
Another 4 days.
I have business with the Oni assassins myself, so it works out.
The Oni assassins, you said. Are they after you as well?
No, I'm after their house. I'll torch it by the
The
time.
whole house. Well, I can't say I'm opposed to that.
I would assume the Emperor's son wouldn't be.
But considering they want to kill me, I'm gonna ignore it. Not comment on that part.
Are you two related? Is this like a family problem? Am I just like kind of third wheeling family issues?
You've been third wheeling a lot of issues.
Yeah, I I am
With-
the third wheel of this group, aren't I?
with a few of your own.
If that...
Well,
Just by the way, nobody's really innocent here.
I never claimed to be.
well, I
Okay.
think we're solid to head
So,
on a great adventure.
on our venture, on our favorite rocket ship.
4 days in a month has
Going
passed.
to
I
the sky.
assume we should be at full health by now.
I already
Oh,
said.
yeah.
I said when we did
Oh,
the time jump, I said you can all take a full rest and heal yourself to max.
Did not hear that, my man.
You might have been gone. You might have been doing the cat shit.
May have.
Kitty.
Mayhaps have.
Kitty.
I
Lovely.
well, before we end session, as y'all are prepping and getting the cart ready to leave, which Duke Evergreen is really adamant about getting y'all out as soon as possible. So he's like got everybody on board doing it. Now he explains, don't tell anybody what the hell you're doing. Like you guys just got to go. It's an important thing, and he'll deal with the town and tell them. As he does, the woman who you guys saved, who was an abomination, Helga Venturestone, walks up to you
Yeah.
when helping and speaks to you guys. So she kind of walks up when you guys are prepping and everything. She goes, I hope I am not interrupting.
That's fine.
Can I ask a small favor of you?
Go on.
Why not?
Duke Evergreen says you are going to Rhymefell, correct?
That's the plan.
My son, he was taken to Rhymefell, the last reaping. Can you speak with him? Make sure he's okay. I would go with you, but I don't think he wants to see me how I am.
What's his name?
Let me find you the name for it real quick. Where the fuck did I say his name? Did I really not say his name? Oh, there we go. His name is Devin Venturestone. So I will put that in there. There you go.
Would you not want him just to be returned here to you instead?
No. He's fine to stay there, but I believe that Duke Evergreen asked me to provide aid to you guys if we could, and well, I believe that he could help you in the city if you prove to him that Duke Evergreen and I sent you. And she hands you a small little locket. It's nothing of importance. The symbol on it means nothing to you, and it just looks like some basic silver locket that's probably worth like 3 silver, if that. But she hands it to you and goes, "This is a family heirloom of ours. If you give it to him, it'll prove to him that you got it from me. And speaking about Duke Evergreen, he will know that Duke Evergreen sent you, and he should be able to aid you in the city." He's become a soldier there, a town guard.
Oh.
Well, no. So to clarify, she said he was taken to the reaping, so he didn't
Right.
move up at all. He was literally taken
Oh.
as the random people drawn to go to Rhymefell, and that's
Oh, and
that's where he's been working the whole time as
Okay.
a city guard there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you, all right. Okay. Gotcha.
So like when you're like, oh, would you rather him bring back? Like she's like trying to tell you in the best way, like he can't physically come back.
Well, he could.
We will look for your son. Was it your son?
Yeah, her son.
Okay. We'll look for your son if we see him, and I'll take them on.
And for a small
Thank
fee,
you.
we can fake his death and bring him back.
No, I don't. No. I don't want to get him into any trouble. He's a sweet boy. Like I said, he should help you and everything. You talk to him about Evergreen and give him the lock. He should help you, no problem.
I'm just trying to reconnect families. That's fine.
Maybe let's not piss off more people than we need to.
Yeah, okay.
That's fair.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And she like goes and shakes all of your hands. She shakes Graham's hand last, and she
That's
leaves.
fine.
She leaves 5 gold in your palm.
What? Okay.
Just, I wink with my one eye if she can tell if it's a wink.
She probably thinks it's a blink, but like she's just okay, and
enough.
just walks off.
Close enough.
I'm very confused now, but now I have a motive.
Oh no.
And like a good DM, I'll end the session with giving y'all a main quest and a side quest all wrapped up into one.
That's all in a bow.
And next session, it's off to the road to Rhymefell.
To the road.